Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to beautiful Baldwin City, Kansas. We're at Baldwin Junior Senior High School right now as we see the starters coming out for both teams. Tonight we got a great matchup between the home Lady Bulldogs, who are 9-9 on the season, 4A team, and they're in fourth place in the front, and they are in fifth place in the league. Starters for the visiting Braves, number 3, Maggie Myers. She's a 5'8" senior. Jasmine Graham, 5'8" senior as well. Wears number 4. Number 12, Corey Hassett. She's 5'5" and 11. Number 23, Mariah Noel. She is 5'11" and a sophomore. And Rin Van Cleve, also 5'10" and a sophomore as well. Head coach by Kristen Leslie. For the home Bulldogs, number 2, Carly Neufeld, 5'7" sophomore. Number 12, Lauren Russell. She's a 5'7" senior. Jenna Harvey, 6'2" senior. Izzy Harvey, 5'9" junior. And Riley Smith wears number 22. She's 5'8" and a junior. They are going to forego the national anthem tonight. Well, how about that for timing, fellas? And it will be Braves going to be inbounding the ball. Rin Van Cleve gets it into Maggie Myers, and we're off here between the Braves and the Bulldogs. A lot of B's here. Bonner Braves, Baldwin Bulldogs. And there's an ace steal right there by Riley Smith. She tries to get it inside to Jenna Harvey. Nothing doing, going the other way now for the Braves. Bonner coming in. Young, inexperienced team. Coach Kristen Leslie likes what he has on the squad. They have the lone 2 seniors, Maggie Myers and Jasmine Graham, are the only seniors on the roster, filled with predominantly sophomores and even a couple of freshmen. This 5A action, shot right there from 10. That was Rin Van Cleve, no good. Riley Smith
was done hard.
And Jasmine Graham mix it up just a little bit. Ball out of bounds, going to be the last touch by Jasmine Graham. Lady Bulldog ball. Lauren Russell to inbound to a waiting pink sock wearing Riley Smith, and I always get a kick out of the different shoe and sock combinations by both the young ladies and the young men on these teams. Izzy Harvey into the game. Riley Smith, nice little drive in the paint, up, no good. They're going to say that shot was not touched by a Brave, and it's going to be Brave ball going the other way. Just underway here. We have 7:14 left to play in the first quarter. Maggie Myers going to run the point. Gets it down low on the right side to Graham. Graham down low. Now back up to Rin Van Cleve, who thought about taking it. Doesn't get it. Long 3 by Myers. No good. Rebound, Jenna Harvey. And Jenna Harvey, who's averaging a double-double in rebounds and points every game, comes up with it, puts the Bulldogs in a position to put points on the board here. Riley Smith, arching pass to the other side. Carly Neufeld gets it to Lauren Russ, or excuse me, Izzy Harvey. Long 3 ball right there by Carly Neufeld. No good. Rebound to the Braves going the other way. Braves, very methodical offense, and there's a nice shot by Corey Hassett to break open the scoring here in Baldwin. 3-0, Braves over the Bulldogs. Looking to add a little bit more after the steal. Mariah Noel going up from 10 out, off the glass and good. Mariah Noel with her first 2 points of the contest.
Banks open.
The Braves doing a great job on defense. Braves like to play an aggressive 2-3 zone, which of course opens things up a little bit for this speedy Lady Bulldog team. So we're going to have to watch that matchup on the outside. Jenna Harvey goes up for a shot. She's fouled. It's going to be Mariah Noel called for her first foul this evening. 2 team fouls so far for the visiting Braves as we await Jenna Harvey's first shot.
And I think that matchup right there is going to be one to watch. Mariah Noel and Jenna Harvey down low. They're both great shot blockers.
Jenna Harvey coming in averaging nearly 5 blocks a game. 79 blocks so far on the year. Second shot by Jenna Harvey's no good, but gets her own rebound. Gets it Izzy Harvey, who gives it to Riley Smith. Little
nice
scoop
block.
shot underneath. Gets her own rebound. Errant pass, but there's Jenna Harvey. Jenna Harvey takes the ball right back, puts it back up and in. And there are the first 2 points for the Lady Bulldogs this evening. Jenna Harvey, and she's at the line trying to make 3 the hard way.
Good hustle on that play. She had a chance to get the ball down court. She didn't see Jenna Harvey, which is kind of hard to do.
Foul's going to be called on Jenna Knight.
6'2", Jenna Harvey.
Free throw shot is up, no good. Going the other way now. Braves bringing it up. Look underneath, trying to get it to Kristen Leslie. Kristen Leslie isn't able to quite bring it in. That's going to be Bulldog ball after the turnover. Lauren Russell now inbounds to Riley Smith. Riley Smith being
Little hip check
pressured there. They're going to get Kristen Leslie with the foul on that one. Should be her first, I believe.
Yep, first foul.
5-2 Braves over the Bulldogs. 5:31 left to go here in the first. Battle of Frontier League teams here. Bulldogs coming in at a 500 record of 9 for 9. Riley Smith for 3, in and out. Circles the drain. Rebound, Mariah Noel, and she wants to take it all the way, but they're going to call no travel. They're going to call a foul.
I think you might have been right on that call, though, Sean. I think she got a step and out of control there.
First team foul for the Lady Bulldogs. Going to be called on Carly Neufeld. 4 team fouls for the Braves, 1 for the Lady Bulldogs. Little discussion here between the officials. See what we have here.
Gotta change the foul on who that was. It's going to be on number
We're gonna give
12.
Lauren Russell. So
the
Carly
first
Neufeld gets a reprieve, and Lauren Russell takes it for the team.
Pretty extreme.
Kristen Leslie, extremely quick off the dribble. Long shot by Rin Van Cleve is no good. Last touch by a Brave. It's going to be Lady Bulldog ball going the other way. 5:03 left in the first quarter. Braves up 5-2 here at Baldwin.
Tell you what, she did make that tip there out of bounds. They had 2-on-1. She's got a wingspan on her. Noel.
Lauren Russell inbounds to Smith. Riley Smith gets it over to Neufeld on the right side. Back up top. Riley Smith gets it over to Neufeld. Nice head fake. Neufeld from 10.
Very
She
nice.
got it. Carly Neufeld with her first 2 points of the matchup. Makes it 5-4 in favor of the Braves. And just like that, errant pass by the Braves is going to put it back in the hands of the Lady Bulldogs. And this trip up the court, they got a chance to take the lead.
Maggie Myers back in the ball game, along with number 20, Mercedes Medlock.
Bonner likes to match it up 3-quarter court press-wise.
She stepped out of bounds there.
Coach Peyton Leslie from the Braves likes to play full court pressure defense, and that was responsible for a turnover right there, and it's going to be back to Braves ball. Maggie Myers tried to drive, gets shut down by Jenna Harvey. Now she's going to take a 3 from the right side. No good. Rebound goes to Lauren Russell. Russell gets it up to Carly Neufeld. Neufeld's bringing it up, and they're going to get her for a double dribble, looks like. Indeed they are. Might have got just a little bit ahead of herself. She had a wide open teammate out on the left wing.
Bonner's just a lot of pressure on the ball.
Very animated Coach Leslie in front of the Braves bench. First-year coach in Bonner Springs is Coach Leslie. Likes what he has to work with. Excited to be a part of the program. Long 3 by Hassett. No good. Jenna Harvey, another rebound. In transition, Riley Smith gets it over to Lauren Russell. Russell down low to Smith. Thought about the three. She's going to drive instead. Nice move by Riley Smith. They're going to say last touch by Jenna Harvey, out of bounds after the missed shot.
Good hustle by Maggie Myers there.
Looks like Lady Bulldogs. They're going to do a full court matchup here. They're going to send Jenna Harvey back. See if they can cost something here. They're going to let up and go back to their typical one-on-one defense. Pass down to the right wing. Maggie Myers gets it inside to Mariah Noel, and that is her second basket, 4th point on the evening. Carly Neufeld, beautiful pass into Jenna Harvey, isn't able to get it to fall. Rebound to Noel. Braves going the other way.
She's gonna have
pushing
to hit
it
that
up. 3:05, 3:04 left now in the first quarter. Braves up 7-4. Appreciate you joining us here on 810varsity.com. Sean Brewer, David Trimble, David Smith. We got Dose Davids here for you tonight. David Smith back after a 3-game siesta, vacation, suspension, siesta, whatever you want to call it. Glad to have him back here in the booth.
Okay, Jenna Harvey's going to have to start hitting those bunnies. She's going to get a lot of opportunities down low. She's got just a huge height. I think she was up against the 5'8" Mercedes Matlock down here. She's going to have to take advantage of those quick, short shots by the goal. Give her a chance to rest.
Full court press. This is one of the old Henry Iba type presses, almost a 1-2-1-1 press, and look what happens. They're able to get the turnover. Kristen Leslie, her shot's up, doesn't fall, but she's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
We got Riley Smith there on the foul.
Kristen Leslie, the 5'9" freshman phenom for the Braves. She's sporting the white sneakers with the pink trim and the green shoelaces. The fashion statement made by these Braves tonight is impressive. 7-4, 2:50 left here as we wait the second shot by Leslie. It's up and it's good. And that is Leslie's first point of the matchup. Puts her squad up 8-4, 2:43 left to go in the first quarter. Izzy Harvey gets it down to an Amber Stewart who is flashing to the ball. A play that you don't often see these Lady Bulldogs make, but a good look. Good defensive pressure causes another turnover. Going the other way, Riley Smith brings it up. Half court. Wants to get it over to Carly Neufeld. Sets it back up. Gets it up to Lauren Russell. Russell over to Amber Stewart, the 5'10" senior. Gets it to Riley Smith. Doing a good job, and a flash, and right in the middle there, that's Izzy Harvey. Wanted to put it up. Looks like they're going to call a jump ball. Good defense there by number 20, Mercedes Madlock. Showing some aggressive play here early.
Possession arrow is going to stay with the Bulldogs.
They're not going to be able to get a shot over Noel. She's at her wingspan. I mean, it's impressive. She can jump. She's taking a break right now.
Lady Bulldog inbounds. Gets it to Izzy Harvey. Didn't quite have possession, but they're going to call her for travel anyway. 8-4, Braves over the Lady Bulldogs here. Just under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Fresh pressure. She is absolutely fast. Long three right there by Jasmine Graham. Bounces in and out. Riley Smith brings it up for the Lady Bulldogs. Goes around a couple of defenders. Catches herself in the corner. Kicks it back up top. Flips the defense a little bit. As we said, the 2-3 defense, kind of a tried and true defense for basketball teams, especially in the Midwest.
They get back in that 2-3 quick, too. There's not going to be a lot of fast breaks for the Lady Bulldogs.
Generally speaking, quick passes, penetration can defeat a 2-3 zone defense. Haven't seen a lot of those quick passes or passes that kind of flip the Well, let's see here. They're going to say it was last touch there. It's going to be out of bounds here on the near side. Last touch by Brave. Couple substitutions now.
Jenna Harvey's back in, and they bring back in
Corey
Noel.
Corey Hassett into the game now for Bonner. And a 4-point lead, 8-4. Just over a minute left here in the first quarter.
It's a little bit different look zone there, Sean.
Looks like they're going kind of a 1-2-2. Trying to shut down that high-low action that the Lady Bulldogs are showing. They're trying to get it in to Jenna Harvey. She's doing a great job posting up. And how about that? Riley Smith makes it from long range off the backboard. I don't know if she called it, but nonetheless, it still counts the same. And we got a heck of a tie-up right there between Carly Neufeld and Jasmine Graham. Sent both of them to the floor. It's going to stay Braves ball with 41 seconds left.
Nice.
Heads up play there by Lauren Russell. Russell gets it to Riley Smith, switches her dribble from 10, pops it in and out. No good. Going the other way now. Mariah Noel brings it up for the Braves. Kicks it to number 12, Corey Hassett. She likes to shoot that three, and she makes quite a few of them as she gets hot. Going to make it pretty tough for these Lady Bulldogs
16
to keep
seconds
up.
left. Last shot, Sean.
Well, when you're down, I always say push it, but hey, I'm not the coach.
Well, you're down
Probably
by
a
one.
reason that I'm up here. Under 10 seconds, 8, 7, 6. Riley Smith, they're looking for a clear out, maybe to Jenna Harvey inside. Jenna Harvey's shot is up. Hanging on, no good. They're going to say she traveled. Looked like she got just a little bit ahead of herself there. 2.2 seconds now left to go in the first quarter. Braves up 8-7. Trying to get it down in the front court here. And a shot off with 2.2 seconds. Let's see what they do. Long pass and a long shot there. Mariah Noel, she got it closer than we'd get. Guarantee you that. After a 1 quarter play here, Braves 8 and the Lady Bulldogs 7. Right here on A10Varsity.com. Sean Brewer, David Smith, David Trimble, those Davids here. Well, certainly somebody else that we want to mention. That's a big part of our production here, and that is Kelly Neufeld. Kelly Neufeld, right here in Baldwin City, he's with Farm Bureau Financial Services. If you're in the market for some auto, home, health, life, farm and ranch, business insurance, give old Kelly Neufeld a call. He'd love to sit down and visit with you. Kelly Neufeld and Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Lady Bulldog Athletics.
And I think the matchup between Corey Hassett and either Riley Smith or Lauren Russell, whoever they have on her, is definitely going to be something to take a look at. Corey Hassett's got that quick release, and yeah, if she gets hot from three, it could mean trouble.
Corey Hassett, 5'5" junior, leading scorers. Mariah Noel is the leading scorer coming into this game for the Braves, averaging just under 14 a game. Carly Toot now into the matchup for the Lady Bulldogs. Nice bounce pass into Jenna Harvey. This time she's able to convert. Great look there by Lauren Russell. Bounce pass to Jenna Harvey. And that's Jenna Harvey's third and fourth points of the evening. Noel down low. Tried to get something going. Gets it out to Jenna Knight. She pops it for three. No good. Carly Toot on the rebound. Riley Smith gets it over on the left side to Lauren Russell. Goes right into Jenna Harvey. She pops it out to Marin Frost, who completes the play and a three-point shot. Beautiful play by those Lady Bulldogs, and it puts them in front by 4, 12-8. 7:16 left to play here in the second quarter, and Coach Leslie pulls out his credit card, charges himself a timeout. And how about that little scoring flurry to start the second quarter by the Lady Bulldogs?
I think Coach Bob Martin has definitely got to have something to smile about on this one. And his girls moving the ball, his ladies, moving the ball real well. That they had a nice inside out. going into Jenna Harvey, kicking it back out. I think that's going to have to be how they break that zone.
I think you're right. Offense is going to go through Jenna Harvey tonight. No pressure.
Brave ball at half court. Maggie Myers, Jenna Knight. Rin Van Cleve back into the matchup now. Gets it over to Kristen Leslie.
Nice
Loses
anticipation.
the handle out of that. Riley Smith going the other way now. Dribbles to her left. Kicks it back up top to Lauren Russell. To Frost, to Carly Toot. To a wide open Riley Smith for three. No good. And rebound to Noel, and the Braves going the other way.
They had 3 sagging on Harvey on that possession.
There's Maggie Myers for three. Isn't able to get that to fall, but Noel cleans it up and gets it up top to her again. Nice little move by Rin Van Cleve.
He's going to get her for a walk in there, yeah. One too many steps.
Van Cleve thought about going up against Jenna Harvey, then probably recalled that Harvey's one of the top shot blockers in the state. Didn't want any part of that. Lauren Russell gets it over to Carly Toot. Marin Frost.
Nice fake.
Drives it to the baseline. Back out to Carly Toot for three. It's going to go around. It's thinking about it. And it drops. Carly Toot with her first shot of the game.
3 times around the rim.
15-8, 6:01 left here in the second quarter. And these Lady Bulldogs are on a roll, just forced another turnover.
If it went 3 times around the rim, does she get 9 points for that, or do they still just give her the 3?
Well, that's a great question there, David Trimble.
Is it?
We'll have to check on that. But that's certainly style points for sure. Quick timeout on the floor. You know, speaking of style.
Bonner Spring shoes?
Speaking of style, you know, when we talk about having a good look, that just doesn't stop with your clothes or your haircut. Also includes a good smile, and certainly somewhere that you can go to help you out with that smile is Oral Surgery of Kansas and Dr. Philip Harvey. Dr. Philip Harvey and Oral Surgery of Kansas is a proud supporter of Lady Bulldog Athletics.
Heard all their staff there has nice shoes too.
15-8, Lady Bulldogs over the Braves here.
Nothing. Huh?
6 minutes left in the second. Marin Frost, yeah, they're going to get her for a double dribble. Marin Frost didn't like that call.
I don't think she still likes that call. Thank you.
Just absolutely disgusted. Thought she was going to go charge that official. Oh, we just have fun here.
Really?
Going to be Brave ball underneath their own basket, inbound by Jasmine Graham. Almost avoid the 3-second call. Maggie Myers.
Good pick.
Camping out there. There's a knife. Maggie Myers flashes to the basket. Long 3 ball. This time by Rin Van Cleve is up. No good. Rebound to Marin Frost. And as soon as poor Marin Frost put her paws on the ball, she was just surrounded immediately by 3 Braves who wanted to take it right away from her.
We get Jasmine Graham on that foul. That's her second.
15-8, 5:39 left to play here in the second quarter. Bulldogs now with the lead over the Braves. Carly Toot in the backcourt gets it up to Marin Frost. Frost to Izzy Harvey, turns around, runs into a Brave. And that's going to be Mercedes Madlock.
I think that was actually Jasmine Graham.
Oh,
Jasmine Graham.
And I think that's going to be 3 on her.
It is, and let's see.
Coach is going to have her take a seat for a little while. That was a little ticky-tack foul. She's not happy with herself.
She's not happy with herself, but I know she's frustrated that she's not in there with her teammates. First shot by Izzy Harvey is good. That's
her first point.
Izzy's first point of the evening. So we wait her second shot here. In and out. Harvey, one of the top free throw shooters on this Lady Bulldog team. Rin Van Cleve brings it up. Gets that arm up. Keeping Izzy Harvey at bay. Back up top to Maggie Myers. Myers and guarded by Marin Frost. Corey Hassett. They're going to say that, I'm going to think Riley Smith on that one perhaps. Indeed it is. That's the first foul for Riley Smith. It's going to be the third team foul for the Lady Bulldogs here.
I believe they called that on Izzy Harvey.
Izzy Harvey with that. All right. Wonder if they'll have another official conference.
I believe it was an off-the-ball foul.
Had to have been. Moving on someone.
I tell you what, they're going to get her again on that same off-the-ball foul. She's playing good hard defense, and
Coach Bob Martin a little bit frustrated with the call, and I think also with the 5'7" senior there appreciates the good defense. Braves setting it up. Maggie Myers with the ball. Gets it up to Mercedes Matlock. Now ball underneath there to Mariah Noel.
Good block.
And a block. And they're going to call a jump ball there.
Well, that's just a good block.
Jenna Harvey there puts her paw on it for quite a long time. Possession arrow is going to stay with the Braves.
Coach Leslie visibly not happy about that. He thinks that she was getting her with the body a little bit on that one.
Well, she went straight up. Straight up is okay.
Braves with a 8-point deficit now. Trying to change that on this possession. It's not going to happen because Izzy Harvey comes up with it off the errant pass. Riley Smith over to the left side, Lauren Russell. Russell over to Izzy Harvey. And a long three by Carly Neufeld. Up, no good. Rebound. Mariah Noel going the other way for the Braves. Long pass down to Corey Hassett. Going to go ahead and set it back up top. Noel, ball fake. Kicks it back out to the right side. Now up top of the key. Finds a wide open Mercedes Matlock for three. No good. Rebound underneath by Rin Van Cleve. She goes up for the shot. And they're going to say she was fouled in the process. And Rin Van Cleve is going to be at the line shooting two.
That was a good foul. That was an easy shot. Easy bunny there. She's going to make her earn it at the line.
Van Cleve, scoreless so far. Rin Van Cleve averages 6 rebounds a game. Roughly about as many points. Wait for the shot here. Second shot is good for Rin Van Cleve, her first point on the evening. 16-9, Lady Bulldogs over the Braves. 4:10 left to play here in the second. Appreciate you joining us here on a10varsity.com. We got a nice one here going for you. Frontier League action game. Both teams. They're going to call
that's a good call. She had position.
Call a charge there by Carly Neufeld. Carly Neufeld, 5'7" sophomore, trying to get it done.
And I believe that was Mercedes Matlock that was standing in there taking that charge, and she is a hard, tough player.
Corey Hassett going against Riley Smith. And Carly Toot wanted to come over and hopefully trap her. A good quick pass avoids that. Nice look and shot underneath by Mariah Noel. That gives her 6 so far on the evening for the 5'11" sophomore. Marin Frost gets it up to Russell. Now over to Riley Smith on the left side for 3. No good. It's going to be Noel going the other way. Chance to bring the team back within less than 5. Noel doesn't get called for the double dribble, but a nice pass to Rin Van Cleve. She puts it up and in. Van Cleve now with 3. And Coach Bob Martin for the Lady Bulldogs, he's going to call a quick timeout, regroup his squad, down by 3 now, 16-13, with 3:26 left in the second.
You sure?
David Trimble. We've seen quite a bit here so far out of both teams. A lot of momentum going each way. And right now, certainly all the momentum is with the Lady Braves.
And, I tell you what, Mariah Noel, she is 5'11", but she is almost running the point on some of these fast breaks, and she can handle the ball no problem.
Mariah Noel coming into the game averaging just under 14 points. Sit with 6 right now. And her team down by 3, 16-13 to the Lady Bulldogs. 3:26 left here in the second. It's going to be Lauren Russell inbounding it to awaiting Riley Smith or possibly Marin Frost. We're back to a full court press now by the Braves. Marin Frost gets it up to Carly Toot back in the game. Toot up to Frost. Frost seeing quite a bit of playing time this evening. She put in a good game in the JV action. Down to the right side to Lauren Russell, to Carly Toot. Marin Frost, yeah, they're going to
push foul on Lauren Russell there.
Mercedes Matlock was pumped up after that call.
It's a little chippy. Anyone notice how they've gone away from the Jenna Harvey running through the offense through her? Taking long threes, kind of just.
Kind of a head scratcher, David Smith. I think you were exactly on point there when you got a 6'2" Jenna Harvey in there.
She hasn't touched the ball the last 3 possessions.
See if that changes here going forward. Both teams now in the bonus. Ryan Noel. I wonder if she's going to get called for a carry at some point. Long three by Mercedes Matlock. It's good. Matlock's first 3 of the game makes it a tie ball game with 2:40 left here in the second quarter. And the Lady Bulldogs look a little bit out of sorts. Lady Bulldogs, of course, playing their 4th game in 5 days. Had a tough one with Olathe South a couple of nights ago up in the Kansas City area. Weren't able to pull that one, but played tough throughout the entire contest. Kind of wonder if that's where we're seeing some of the youngsters here. Riley Smith, kind of an off-balance pass. She's able to draw the foul. Are they going to get 2 on that one?
No.
Indeed they are. Kristen Leslie, and that is her second foul of this first half with 2:25 left. Let's see what Coach Leslie decides to do there. And it looks like he's going to leave her in.
Who did they call that foul on?
I think it was on Kristen Leslie, number 2.
Huh.
And they're going to call it.
Lynn McKenzie.
So they're going to call it travel
Because she was rolling around on the ground.
without possession of the ball. But hey, that's just my perspective up here. Who knows?
She was also on the baseline.
Which I would have thought would have been the call out of bounds as opposed to travel when you don't really have the ball. And a steal by Jenna Knight for the Braves going the other way now. Mercedes Matlock. And these Lady Braves are feeling it. And Mariah Noel is letting the Lady Bulldogs feel it with a little scoring explosion of her own. That's her 8th point now. And puts her team up by 2, 18-16 over these Lady Bulldogs.
Double team and Harvey underneath.
Alyssa Richard into the game now. And Jenna Harvey, she certainly has a height advantage over pretty much anyone they put out there. And you're exactly right that you have got to find a way to get that ball in there. Looks like there's a little bit of reluctance to do that, maybe a little nervousness, afraid of the bad pass. We'll see if maybe some off-ball screens can loosen that up a little bit. We'll see what Coach Bob Mart decides to do here with 1:41 left to go in the second quarter.
Got to get some dribble drive penetration to try to get one of those girls off Jenna Harvey, but just nothing so far. It seems like they just need to slow their offense down.
Absolutely.
And try to beat man-to-man, one-on-one like you were saying earlier.
Kristen Leslie's first free throw is up, and it's good. Makes the score 19-16, 1:41 left here in the second quarter. Second shot is up, a little bit short. Jenna Harvey with the rebound. Riley Smith gets it up to Marin Frost, to awaiting Jenna Harvey at the free throw line. Richard gets it over to Smith. Smith wants to go inside, and they're going to call her for travel. She wants a foul. She's frustrated, but she knows she kind of lost the handles in there.
Well, she did what we talked about. She tried to beat her on the dribble drive and get the ball to Jenna Harvey, and someone came up to help weak side defense, but just couldn't stay under control. of
See
stoppage.
if we
in
get
play.
that. Riley Smith now, and that is the third foul on Riley Smith. Let's see if Coach Bob Martin pulls her out here. 3 fouls in the first half. My coach always told me, you got 2 fouls in the first, you're sitting on the bench, young man.
Well, you're ninth player.
Might have been a little bit of a skill level issue on
I
that
was
one,
gonna say,
Sean.
I mean, you know,
My heart was always in the right place.
Absolutely.
17 free throws in a row. I'm just going to leave you with that. 17.
Kristen Leslie hits her first free throw.
did she hit that one? Okay, so that's 2 in a
And
row.
her second.
It's the second.
That is her 4th point now. And that puts her team up 21-16 with just over a minute left here in the second quarter. Maren Frost, in a big hurry, forces another pass. We don't typically keep track of unforced errors like we would in a tennis match, but I tell you what, the proverbial shooting yourself in the foot couldn't explain what we're seeing right now more.
Jenna Harvey did a nice job with body position there. They had a reach around foul there. Good out of bounds play though. They keyed her.
Just over a minute left to play here in the second quarter. 21-16 Braves over the Bulldogs. Braves coming in with a 3-10 record. They play predominantly a 5A schedule, Frontier League members, as are the home Lady Bulldogs, who are at 509-9, trying to get to 10-9 as they go into district play. Another turnover. It's going to be Braves ball with a chance to increase their 5-point lead with just over a minute to play here in the second quarter. Into the game now for the Lady Bulldogs, Carly Neufeld, Maren Frost, Carly Toot, Jenna Harvey, and Alyssa Richard. For the Braves, there's Corey Hassett, Jenna Knight, and a
Wild
a
shot by the
flashing
freshman.
Kristen Leslie, a little bit out of control. And boy, does she make up ground in a hurry. Goodness sakes. And around the horn up top. And a bank shot right there. That's Maren Frost with her second 3 of the game. Cuts the deficit to 2 for the Lady Bulldogs with just under 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. And a long 3 by Corey Hassett. No good. Rebound, Maren Frost. Maren Frost wants to bring it up herself. She very astutely, very much aware, slows it down a little bit.
12 seconds.
9 seconds to play here before halftime. Alyssa Richard has it up top. Nowhere to go with it. Carly Neufeld feeds it inside to a waiting Carly Toot. They're going to say that she stepped on the baseline, and with 1.1 seconds left, the Braves have a chance to extend their 2-point lead going into halftime.
Got to throw the ball to half court here to get a chance. There you go.
Long shot by Maggie Myers.
Almost fouled.
Not bad, only a couple feet short. 21-19 is where we're going to leave it here at halftime. The visiting Braves out of Bonner Springs coming into Baldwin, up right now by 2, 21-19. And so far, we've seen a little bit of everything in this match. Both teams displaying, a little bit of streak, and no, not that kind of streak, but both teams, yeah, that's a whole other issue. But certainly both teams, the momentum that each of them have, it kind of goes in scoring spurts. As we look here, it looks like there's a 7 swing, and then back to 4, and then back to 6 points for each team respectively. David Smith, your coach Bob Martin, what are you telling your squad going into halftime?
You just got to stay under control. Play within yourself. Try not to do too much. I mean, you've got 4 capable point guards on this team. Girls that can dribble drive, and get the ball and dish it off. Just stay within yourself. Do what's brought you here. Try to get the ball to the open girl and open lady, and play hard. Keep playing hard. I mean, they're right in the middle of this game, 19-21 half. So.
Indeed they are. We're going to go ahead and leave the video right here. We have the dance team, I believe. The Baldwin, somebody told us the Baldwin lady dancers.
Lady
The
Bulldogs?
lady,
Do they have a different name other than as you said earlier, they are athletes?
They are absolutely
Yes,
athletes.
absolutely.
So is the trombone player.
We will not make the mistake of not showing the girls' dance team at half like we did in our first broadcast.
One listener that we hear from often, and there are a few. Most of them are positive, but
Yes.
now that you're back on the broadcast, who knows what's going to happen now?
Off suspension.
But certainly, in her younger days, Linda Roth is a first chair trombone player at the University of Kansas. Toured the world, I believe, with the Bolshoi Ballet Company out of Russia. So,
And I believe she was
I think she was
high kicker in Vegas for the Lady Rockettes.
indeed she was Linda Roth.
She was on the very end of the row.
She was on the end of the row. Well, being part of the row, whether you're in the middle or the end, you're still part of the row. And
Rockettes coming out of New York City.
Rockettes.
Rockettes coming out of New York City. And speaking of coming and going, we're going to go ahead and go away and let you all look at some warm-ups between the boys teams from Baldwin and Bonner Springs, as they will be taking the court immediately following girls action here. Once again, Bonner Springs 21, Baldwin 19. Halftime score. We'll be right back on a10varsity.com. Back with you here on A10Varsity.com, live from Baldwin Junior Senior High School gym. We have a great battle going on between the visiting Braves of Bonner Springs and the home Lady Bulldogs of Baldwin High. Looking at first quarter scores for the Braves, 4 points for Kristen Leslie, 3 for Mercedes Matlock and Corey Hassett, respectively. Mariah Noel with 8. Just about 5.5 off of her season average. Rin Van Cleve with 3. And for the Lady Bulldogs, who now have possession, and just like that, more of the same of what we saw to end the first half. Long 3 there by Jenna Knight, no good. And number 42, Rin Van Cleve.
I'm not sure who you call the foul on there. Both girls did the same thing. 50-50
Well,
ball.
Lauren Russell is who's going to get the honor of having that foul called against her. 21-19 just underway here, the third quarter. Braves going to inbound it under their own basket. And Riley Smith with a heads-up play right there to snap the ball out. And I think the crowd looking for a little bit of a foul. Not going to get one. Carly Neufeld brings it up. Izzy Harvey back into the game now.
Harvey's
as
trying to
is
clear out underneath.
Riley Smith on the left side, dribbles the baseline, kicks it back up to Izzy Harvey. Jenna Harvey down low with the shot from 10 on the baseline, no good. Tries to get it back. It's going to be going the other way. Mariah Noel. And she's being pressured. And Riley Smith now going up and lays it in for the Lady Bulldogs. Riley Smith with her 4th and 5th points now in the evening. And we've got a tie ball game with 6:45 left in the third quarter at 21s.
Riley Smith showing off a little bit of that cross-country speed. State champions last year.
Jenna Knight, well, pass to Corey Haslett. And the one thing that you see a lot are some great snap passes by these Braves. And right there, that 3-point shot by Maggie Myers responsible. Well, and there we have a great look finally into Jenna Harvey. It's going to send Jenna Harvey to the line after she draws the foul from, who are they going to get that on? On number
Corey Hassett.
12. Corey Hassett, yes.
A little bit of a height disadvantage there for Corey
A
Hassett.
little bit. Probably a smart foul there. Hassett with only one foul now. One team foul for each squad here with 6:19 left to go in the third quarter. 24-21. The Braves over the Bulldogs. So we wait Jenna Harvey's second shot from the charity stripe. Jenna Harvey with 4 points so far in the contest. Misses them both. Going back the other way now, Maggie Myers. Being guarded by Carly Neufeld from 25 out. Nice long pass in there, but it is picked off by Lauren Russell. Riley Smith pushing it up. Izzy Harvey. Long pass to Carly Neufeld. Neufeld gets it into Harvey, who kicks it right back up. Neufeld driving and decides to pass to a waiting Corey Hassett. Unfortunately for her, Hassett's on the Braves team. Rin Van Cleve gets it underneath. Beautiful pass. Decided not to go up and do battle with Jenna Harvey in there. Did Mercedes Matlock. Probably a pretty smart choice.
Kind of
Shot from
surprises me
long.
because Mercedes Matlock does not look like she backs down from a challenge. She is a very intense player.
And typically, that's kind of code for, maybe she's a little bit dirty or, just plays a little bit too aggressively. But not this time. Very controlled, very measured, a fundamentally sound player. It's kind of a throwback almost. Lauren Russell to inbound. And it looks like number 2, Kristen Leslie, is going to be back in the game. in for Maggie Myers. Leslie with 4 first-half points. 5'9" freshman. Nice little look there. Carly Neufeld takes the inbound pass, puts it right up. She's got 4 on the night, but more importantly for the Lady Bulldogs, they're only down by 1, 24-23. And after that missed shot there by Leslie, it's going to be Lady Bulldog ball again, pushing it up real fast. Carly Neufeld on the right side, trying to get into Jenna Harvey. Nice move around, and she's able to get it to go down. Jenna Harvey with 6 now.
Just what we talked about at half. They've got to do something to get her the ball down low.
Who are they going to call that out? It's going to be off. Last touch by Leslie, and it's going to be Lady Bulldog ball. Up by 1 now, 25-24. Talk about those momentum swings, fellas. That's pretty much what this game's been built on.
Not going that full court press. They're just playing back on their 3-2.
See what they do here with the back. They have that backdoor cut almost every time. Do the Lady Bulldogs. Great cut by Carly Neufeld.
I have the numbers. Slow it up.
Rin Van Cleve gets it out to the left side to Hassett. Hassett brings it up top, switches her dribble, gets it back down to Rin Van Cleve. Her shot's up, no good. Izzy Harvey right there for the rebound. Riley Smith wants to push it up. 1-on-4. Let's see what she does. She scoops it up, and Riley
With the
Smith
left hand
switches hands in the middle of the air and puts it up and in off the little scoop layup.
What did it start with? It started with a good pick out front. Jenna Harvey with a nice pick. They've got 4 point guards on this team. They can beat anyone off the dribble drive if somebody just lays a pick.
And Jenna Harvey there, I was just going to say, ready to feast on another block. She does. Rejected there, and then Corey Hassett wants to reset it up top. Van Cleve has it, being guarded by Lauren Russell. A little help on the inside. Forces a bad shot. Riley Smith now bringing it up with Lady Bulldogs. Gets it over to Lauren Russell. Russell to Neufeld. To Riley Smith. And they're going to say that Rin Van Cleve
did not touch it.
Did not. How about that? All right. Well, and with that, we'll recap here. 3:12 left in the third. 27-24. The home Lady Bulldogs over the visiting Braves of Bonner Springs. Into the game now. For Lady Bulldogs. Izzy Harvey, Amber Stewart, Lauren Russell, Riley Smith, and Carly Neufeld. And as soon as she gets in the game, Lauren Russell sticks her hand in there. It's going to go off of Lauren Russell. Still going to be Brave ball, but good heads-up play there. Causes the Braves to reset with 3:08 left here in the third.
So Harvey's out, Noel's in.
Izzy Harvey now. It's going to be, what is that, her third, I believe? Yes, it's the third foul now on Izzy Harvey. Looks like Coach Bob Martin's going to bring in Carly Toot for Izzy Harvey with 3:07 left here in the third quarter. Lady Bulldogs up by 3, 27-24.
And I think they're taking advantage of Mariah Noel not being on the floor, going with a little bit smaller of a lineup.
Well, she's on the floor.
Jasmine Graham.
Oh, excuse me. Yes, she is.
Jasmine Graham ended up on the floor there. Nice fake by Smith.
Nice.
Maybe took a couple of steps she didn't need to there, did Riley Smith, but
it's a Euro step, Sean.
It absolutely is. Sometimes the younger players have a tendency to take an extra couple of dribbles and try to get just a little bit closer to the basket. Didn't work out so well for Riley Smith that time, but it is still Lady Bulldog ball. 2:50 left now in the third quarter. Nice three ball by right there, Carly Neufeld. Carly Neufeld hits her first 3 of the game, and it puts the Lady Bulldogs up by 6, 30-24. 2:38 left to go in the third. Coach Leslie says he's seen enough, and he needs a timeout with his team down by 6 and 2:38 left to play in the third.
Carly Neufield's 7th point of the game. It was a nice inbound play.
Now, speaking of Neufeld, there's another Neufeld around these parts that certainly is somebody that is deserving of your attention and consideration, and that is Kelly Neufeld. Kelly Neufeld is with Farm Bureau Financial Services right here in Baldwin City. You can reach Kelly Neufeld at 242-4122. That's 242-4122 for all your auto, home, life, business, farm, and ranch, and annuities needs. That's Kelly Neufeld.
Yeah.
You know, there's Carly Neufeld, there's Kelly Neufeld, a lot of K's and N's, kind of like the B's.
I think you could reach Kelly up there in like section 2, seat 4.
Probably so.
Is that him?
But you could probably send him a text as well. 785-242-4122. Kelly Neufeld and Farm Bureau Financial Services are proud supporters of Lady Bulldog Athletics.
Maybe after the game, though, right?
Indeed. (30-24). It's your score here. Lady Bulldogs over the Braves. Appreciate you joining us here on A10varsity.com. And that's going to send Mariah Noel to the line. She's going to shoot 2. Let's see if they get that one on. That's only going to be the first one of Amber Stewart, who's back into the game.
It was great weak side help on that to cut off that lane and challenge her.
Noel's first shot is no good.
Make her earn it at the stripe.
30-24. Coach Leslie doing some free time coaching up over there on the sideline. Noel's second shot is good. That puts Mariah Noel at 9 for the game.
Slow it down. Slow it down. Oh.
And a pass underneath. Amber Stewart tries to force it in. Picked off again. Mariah Noel. And Noel tries to force it in herself. And Mercedes Madlock loses a handle on it. And they're going to say the last touch by Madlock, and it's going to be Lady Bulldog ball, up by 5 with 2:14 left to play here in the third quarter.
Jenna Harvey back in the lineup.
Riley Smith under pressure, looking for a little help. Waiting for a screen, it looks like. He's unable to get it. Carly
10
2.
seconds. You gotta hurry.
Over to Lauren Russell.
Gotta hurry.
No, they're not going to get it. No backcourt help. No screens. Nobody coming back. Not a lot different than football. You know, you got a receiver that's in the end zone, run his route, but his quarterback's still scrambling. You just got to keep moving and try to get open, and that's what I think Coach Bob Martin was trying to tell his girls. You got to go help each other. But right now they got a 5-point lead, David Smith, 30-25, just over 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter.
Just got to slow things down, do what they've been good at. Quit taking the long threes and just slow it down and try to get the ball inside.
Looked like that. She might have gotten away with a little bit of a clear out there.
And it's another turnover forced by these Lady Bulldogs. Carly Neufeld going up strong. We're going to say she was hit after the motion for the shot started, so she's going to be at the free throw line shooting 2. Carly Neufeld so far with 7 points on the evening for the 5'7" sophomore.
She got hit before, during, and after, Sean.
First shot is up, and it's good.
And I've noticed in the crowd, there's a lot of neon, pastel, so I'm thinking maybe that has something to do with the socks and the shoelaces. Maybe they have a theme night this evening.
It is possibly just that. Neon night here at Baldwin Junior Senior High School Gym. 124 left to play in the third, 32-25. Lady Bulldogs up on top by 7 now.
Good pick.
And a chance to add to that. Lauren Russell with the steal. Gets it to Riley Smith. Back up to Russell on the right side of Carly Toot. And Neufeld with the long 3. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound. And it looks like it's going to be tied up. They're going to call.
Good hustle. Very good hustle.
Going to call a jump ball there. Looks like the official close to the action had to look to the side official.
They both had thumbs up, right? No?
Well, one of them did, I think.
Okay,
32-25, 1:17 left in the third. Couple substitutions now for the Braves. Back into the game, Maggie Myers. Number 3 and number 2, Kristen Leslie, the 5'9" freshman. Myers being guarded by Carly Toot. Brings it up into the front court. Toot giving good pressure. And Carly Neufeld. Carly Neufeld was able to get her paw on it. And after that, I think it hit Kristen Leslie. She couldn't hold on to it. Out of bounds, and it's going to be Lady Bulldog ball. Up by 7 now. 1:04 left in the third quarter.
Slow it down. Let
See
Jenna
what
Harvey
they do
try to get open.
Of course, no shot clock here in high school, which should lend itself nicely to slowing down the tempo a little bit.
I think Maggie Myers got a little poke on that ball to get that out of bounds.
Lauren Russell inbounds to Riley Smith. A little head fake. Riley Smith into the lane. A little bit short. Rebound. The Braves. That's going to be Corey Hassett bringing it up. Long pass down to the right side to Maggie Myers. Myers wanted to get it in to Mariah Noel. Didn't really have position, so they're going to reset it up top. Now to the left side. Corey Hassett over to Van Cleve. No good. Rebound, Carly Neufeld.
Nice job by Lauren Russell keeping
Carly
Mariah
Neufeld
Noel off the ball.
Being the spark that this Lady Bulldog team is needed. Getting it done here, and with under 20 seconds to play, it looks like Coach Martin is going to play for that last shot.
They spread it out.
Being up by 7.
Do you think they might set a pick for the ball?
I don't know. We're going to see, or we're just going to let Riley Smith do her thing that she does best.
3 seconds.
Carly Neufeld, long 3, no good.
You just got to wonder what they're doing.
They're up by 7.
They are up by 7.
You know, bravo to these Lady Bulldogs. They're playing tough, 4th game in 5 days, but you just would love to see a screen.
I would love to see a screen. I mean, they've got the whole defense spread on the floor. Just go do a ball screen and let them dribble drive and get the ball to Harvey.
If you're a Braves fan, you kind of expect that Mariah Noel and company are going to be a big part of things here in the third quarter down low, where they've had the most success. And they seem to kind of go away from that, where they had some success earlier in the third quarter and especially toward the end of the first half. So we got a lot of action left to play here. After 3, it's 32-25, Bulldogs over the Braves. Right here on A10 Varsity, Sean Brewer, Dose Davids.
David Trimble.
And Smith.
David Smith.
Very good, very good.
Tough question.
Yeah, been on suspension.
Point total so far here for the Bulldogs. Maren Frost with 6. Carly Neufeld with 8. Carly Toot with 3. Jenna Harvey with 6. Izzy Harvey with 1. And Riley Smith with 7.
Sean, that only adds up to 31. I think you stiffed Carly Neufeld 1 point.
Well, I tell you what, through the magic of graphite here, we're just going to go ahead and give Carly Neufeld another point, the 5'7" sophomore. Now with, just like that, with 9 points, leading all scorers. But the one that we kind of expect to see a little bit more is Jenna Harvey. She's only got 6 so far, averaging a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds in each contest. Getting the ball around, just playing around the horn up top. Look for maybe a little cross-court press in there. Try to get it into Jenna Harvey. She didn't want to take on Van Cleve there, so she kicks it back out.
Nice
Carly Toot to Riley Smith. Little stutter right there. She put up 3, no good. 7:30 left now. There's Kristen Leslie, drives the baseline, puts up a kind of an off-balance shot.
It looks like draw a foul there.
Yeah, and that was probably what Coach Leslie was trying to get her to do, get another foul on Jenna Harvey. 32-25, 7-point Lady Bulldog lead here with only 7 minutes of play in regulation. Riley Smith, the Lady Bulldogs, trying to go 10-9 on the year. 3 ball by Riley Smith, and it's good. Riley Smith now with 10 points, leading all scores here in the contest. And the Lady Bulldogs up by double digits now, 35-25. Braves in a little bit of a scoring funk here.
Is that a ball pick? Screen?
Long 3 by Corey Hassett, in and out, no good. Rebound by Mariah Noel, a little bit too hard. Rebound by Leslie underneath. Mariah Noel gets it out to Corey Hassett. No good, going the other way, Riley Smith. Nice bounce pass to Maren Frost. Frost Up to Lauren Russell. Back to Frost. No good. Going the other way. Lady Bulldogs up by 10, 35-25. Just over 6 to play here in regulation. Long three by Mariah Noel. No good. Carly, 2 with the rebound. She gets pickpocketed by Maggie Myers. Are they going to call it jump ball?
I think they're going to get
Carly Toot
with a
for
foul.
the foul. Carly Toot seems like a player that is always 1 or 2 steps ahead of everybody else on the court. She does a great job of anticipating the next move. Is able to turn those into a lot of steals and at least disruptions of the play with Lady Bulldogs. Lady Bulldogs up by 10, 35-25, 6:04 left to play here in regulation at Baldwin Junior Senior High Gym. Nice little head fake by Mercedes Matlock. Shot is up, no good. Going to go to the line to shoot 2 is Mercedes Matlock, trying to add to her 3 points on the evening so far total.
First foul.
First foul there on Jenna Harvey.
I say that's her first foul, but I don't think that was her first foul.
I don't think so either, but if you're a Lady Bulldog fan, certainly happy with that. 35-26 now after Madlock's first free throw shot is good. And so is her second. Gives her 5 points now in the evening. Carly Toot wants to pressure, trying to thread the needle between a couple of brave defenders. She's able to draw a foul. I think they're going to get number 20, Mercedes Matlock, for the foul. That's her second foul. And the fourth team foul for the Braves. 5 team fouls for the Lady Bulldogs here. We at, 5:40 now left to play in regulation. Riley Smith tries to get it into Jenna Harvey. Harvey can't hold on to it, but they're going to say she was the last player to touch it, and it's going to be Brave ball going the other way. Think about one of the many things that you like about Coach Leslie on the Brave sideline. He's not afraid to substitute based on what's going on the floor for that particular play. We've seen it a number of times where he's yelling at the bench and he sends them back in, and maybe they're only in for a series or 2, but doing a great job utilizing his bench. It's Coach Leslie. Coach Bob Martin, pretty excited with what he's seeing right now on the scoreboard. His team up by 8. Maybe not super excited about that one, but it looks like, yeah, right there, no foul called. Thought we might see one.
Jump ball possession arrow is with the Braves, so it's going to stay on this end.
Mariah Noel, 9 points on the evening, averaging about 13.5, 14 points. And another tie-up right there. And that is Lauren Russell. And we've seen her do that so many times throughout the year. You know, we talk about some of the players on the Braves team that isn't afraid to get in there and mix it up a little bit. Well, that's certainly descriptive of Lauren Russell, the 5'7" senior for the Lady Bulldogs. There's no back down in young Miss Russell. And she will be inbounding it to Riley Smith. Her team up by 8, 35-27, just over 5 minutes in regulation.
Don't force anything.
Carly Neufeld. We almost saw a screen set right there by Izzy Harvey, and Izzy Harvey takes a long shot, no good. Izzy Harvey just shy of 40% this season from beyond the arc.
Really, 40%?
And also shooting 70% from the charity stripe. Only bested by Riley Smith, 71%. Bounce back, nice look underneath there by the Braves.
Nice look, but I'm not sure what she's going to do with the ball underneath the goal like that.
No man's land.
Yeah,
no woman's land.
Jenna Harvey's right there, so stop and take a jump shot.
No woman's
land.
No man's land.
No person's land?
I don't know. Certainly not implying anything because everybody has equal opportunity to space on the floor. Riley Smith from 3, in, no good.
That's another jump ball.
And Jenna Harvey.
There we go.
And possession arrow is going to be in favor of the Braves. Braves with the ball down by 8. We're under 5 minutes to play here in regulation. 35-27, Bulldogs over the Braves. Riley Smith comes out of halftime only with 3 points. Now she has 10, leading all scorers. Still a little bit under her season average of 14. Jenna Harvey.
Double team at carry.
Mariah Noel. Rin Van Cleve for 3. Rin Van Cleve with her 6-point now. Makes it a 5-point Lady Bulldog lead with just over 4 minutes to play here in regulation. And Coach Bob Martin makes a pretty heads-up call right there to save the possession. Looked like Izzy Harvey was in just a little bit of trouble. And we have an assistant coach maybe looking for a little clarification or explaining what kind of timeout or the length of timeout. Super sure there. But one thing that we can be sure of, and that is the great support of Oral Surgery of Kansas and Dr. Philip Harvey. Oral Surgery of Kansas and Dr. Philip Harvey are great supporters of Baldwin Bulldog Athletics. Back with you here at A10varsity.com. Sean Brewer, David
Smith.
And David
Smith. Trimble. Oh,
almost.
It was a hard.
Time,
it's a hard question. He caught me off guard. I wasn't ready.
We'll get the next one, fellas. 3 for 3.
50-50.
Or 50-50, yes.
How many timeouts we got left? 3 for the home team and 2 for the visiting Braves. Yes, the scoreboard says.
4:08, 4:07 left to play in regulation. Riley Smith and the Lady Bulldogs hanging on to a 5-point lead. And Riley Smith hanging on to the ball there to avoid a turnover. And Carly Neufeld over to Lauren Russell.
Indiana girls basketball. 4 or 5 passes.
Finally, it looks like the Lady Bulldogs are slowing it down a little bit. But Carly Neufeld from 3. Carly Neufeld sinks the 3. Puts her Lady Bulldogs up by 8. 38-30 with just under 3.5 to go here in Baldwin City.
12 for Newfield.
Braves trying to answer, down by 8. And right there, another turnover forced by Izzy Harvey. I'm going to say it was last touched by Mariah Noel. And so it's going to be Bulldog ball.
I believe that's Lauren Stewart down there. Lauren Russell.
It's going to be 3:16 left here in regulation. 38-30, Lady Bulldogs over the visiting Braves of Bonner Springs. Can these Lady Bulldogs squeeze it out to go to 10-9 on the year?
They're going to 3 seconds on Jenna Harvey there. Not sure how he could have seen that as he's watching the ball come down the court.
Well, I think that might have been a makeup call. I think Coach is finally getting the ear of that side official. Jenna Harvey's she was making s'mores in there most of the game, and I think they were trying to get a call there. Mariah Noel up top. We're under 3 minutes of play now. Lady Braves, nice rebound and putback there by Mercedes Madlock.
She affects shots she does not block.
And Riley Smith now brings it up, has numbers. Let's see what happens. And Coach Bob Martin calls a pretty smart timeout right there.
You got it. I mean, the girls are rushing.
They're up by 8 with just over 2.5 left.
No need to rush.
And that's
a fitness level.
And you can kind of see him in his body language saying, hey,
what?
Pump the brakes here a little bit.
Well, the coach looks tired, but the girls look great. I mean, the fitness level on these fourth game in 5 days, and they've gone up against a hard press all game long.
And I think some of that might be that Izzy Harvey, Amber Stewart, Riley Smith, all members of the state champion cross-country team, when they're running when they're running those kinds of distances.
And they're certainly going to need all the stamina they can muster to come up or have an opportunity to advance in district play, which starts next Wednesday at Eudora. It'll be Baldwin against Eudora, 7 o'clock tip-off. But right now, we're now under 2:30 to play, 38-30. Lady Bulldogs up over the Braves of Bonner Springs. Looks like they're just going to play a little keep away up top. Not at risk of a 5-second call. Riley Smith, and it looks like Coach Leslie halfway out on the court. He wants to be a part of the action.
So he's telling he's got to foul somebody, and they don't want to foul Newfield.
2:02, 2:01 now, left to play in regulation. And good fundamental passing and dribbling now.
Finally.
I think he was trying to get a turnover before 2 minutes, but at 1:55, they finally foul Riley Smith. It's only the 6th team foul, so they have another one to give.
Coach is checking on the fouls right now.
Neufeld gets it over to Riley Smith. Passes half court. Waiting for a screen. Doesn't get it. Carly Neufeld being guarded by Noel.
So put him in the bonus. No, they're still not in the bonus.
Well, we are now. It looks like, yep.
Yep.
Now that was 6. Indeed, we are at 7.
That was too quick on Mariah Noel.
I think he was telling her to foul because she only had 1 to start, and now she's got 3. So
1:46 left here.
It was a 1-on-1.
That was a 1-on-1. Kind of caught everybody sleeping there.
Well, I was
play-by-play guy.
Because I'm thinking if it's a 1-on-1, I'm not exactly sure why you're putting 4 of your players in the backcourt. So that, well, maybe there was a technical that I missed. Was there something else here? I don't know. Now, there's some good sportsmanship shown by Riley Smith there. Always love to point that out when we see it on the floor. And it looks like we have the same thing here. In a 1-on-1, Riley Smith. And she's pretty much on an island right now. Coach Bob Martin isn't worried about the rebound. And Riley Smith, who's shooting almost 70% on the year from the charity stripe, makes the first of 2.
We're down for 15?
For 15?
16?
16 points. All right, I'll go with that. 16 points for the 5'8 junior Riley Smith. 10-point Lady Bulldog lead. The Braves don't show a lot of urgency here. Now they're getting it inside to Noel, who wants to put it up, and she really wanted a foul there.
Lauren Russell has 0 points in this game, but she is one of the reasons, if they win, she is one of the reasons why they're going to win. She is white on rice on Mariah Noel. She is all over her. Tough defense.
It's 40-30.
Sure
We're in the 4th quarter with 1:16 left to play in regulation. 5 team fouls for the home Lady Bulldogs, 8 for the visiting Braves.
Still wrenching.
And now would be a fantastic time to talk about a good supporter, in fact, a great supporter of Lady Bulldog Athletics, and that's Oral Surgery of Kansas and Dr. Philip Harvey. Dr. Philip Harvey and Oral Surgery of Kansas are proud sponsors of Lady Bulldog Athletics. Oral Surgery and Dr. Philip Harvey. Several area locations to serve all your oral health needs. Back with you here. 40-30. So you can see on your screen that's more of a 31-41, but we can assure you that it is 40-30. Lady Bulldogs over the Braves with just over a minute to play here in regulation.
Got a foul. They got a foul.
Foul finally called on Corey Hassett. And back to the discussion about district play. Sub-state girls action for these Lady Bulldogs will take place in Eudora this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m. against Eudora High School. Eudora with a record of 9-6 beat these Lady Bulldogs here in the past week. Great game. But should the Lady Bulldogs defeat Eudora High School, most likely their next game would be against Bishop Miege, arguably the top women's team in the state. So not a very friendly matchup in district play. And guess who? Lauren Russell coming up with that ball. We're under 50 seconds to play here in regulation. The bench calling for a foul, not going to get it. 40 seconds now, and finally, foul there, called by Mercedes Madlock. And the Baldwin faithful here on the near side. A couple dozen enthusiastic students getting ready with a victory chant. First shot by Lauren Russell, no good. And the double bonus from here on out. It'd be nice to see Lauren Russell break through in the scoring column here. We'll see what happens on her second shot. No good. Going the other way, Mariah Noel. Still being guarded very aggressively. Long three by Van Cleve, no good. Rebound, Riley Smith. Let's see who they're going to call.
It's going to be on Van Cleve.
That's a close one. And again, absolutely love that sportsmanship right there shown by Riley Smith. Certainly nothing intentional, falling on the brave player. Helps her up, gives her a little pat. It's reciprocated by the brave. Love to see that.
Yes, you do.
Seriously, in today's day and age, absolutely love to see that. Wish we could see more of that for all you youngsters out there watching, especially in the Baldwin area here, and you're seeing the star player like Riley Smith and so many others on this team. Certainly put a lot of time in the gym, but it's about character too. Second
Speaking
shot.
of youngsters, why do we have such a student contingent here this evening?
Because they're here to support on the last regular season game for these Bulldogs and Lady Bulldogs. Jenna Harvey with the rebound. Under 20 seconds to play here. Foul's going to be called on Van Cleve, who's still on.
No, they're going to say
hardwood.
They're going to say Amber Stewart on the baseline. It's going to be the Braves ball.
Braves ball. Down by 9, 15 seconds left. Stranger things have happened, of course. But it looks like the Lady Bulldogs are going to go to 10-9 now on the year. Missed shot there. Van Cleve goes back up, draws a foul. She's going to go to the charity stripe for 2. And her team down 11 with only, just about 11 seconds left to play here in Baldwin City. The Braves of the Braves of Bonner have a tough district matchup of their own. They will face Schlegel at Schlegel Tuesday evening with the 7 o'clock tip-off. Bonner Springs and Schlegel, should they win that game, they will face Sumner Academy.
Bonner's going to clear the benches here.
In fact, it would be the winner of Turner and Mill Valley. Mill Valley, 5A. 5A squad. It looks like Riley Smith's trying to dribble it out here. 6, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2. 41-31, and that's where we're going to leave it. 41 points for the home Lady Bulldogs, 31 for the visiting Braves of Bonner Springs. Baldwin Lady Bulldogs enter district play with a record of 10-9. These Bonner Springs Braves fall to 3-11, but you got to think, if you're a Braves fan, you're pretty darn excited about the future because of all the youth on this Braves team.
Yeah, they're well coached. I mean, you tell their coach puts in a lot of time. He was really passionate over there on the sidelines, but they got some. They got a freshman that played varsity, so yeah, definitely brighter days for Bonner in coming years.
But the Lady Bulldogs behind 17 points from Riley Smith, getting it done and making the shots when they had to. 12 points for Carly Neufeld, 6 for Jenna Harvey, 1 for Izzy Harvey, 3 for Carly Toot, and a couple of threes from Marin Frost, who's seeing some good playing time tonight for the 5'4" sophomore. This Lady Bulldog team with only 3 seniors on the roster has to be pretty darn excited about their future here in Baldwin. with the nucleus of the team coming back. Of course, they'll lose 6'2" Jenna Harvey and Lauren Russell, the defensive specialist, as well as 5'10" Amber Stewart. But coming back next year, Izzy Harvey, Riley Smith, the freshman phenom, Alyssa Richard, Baron Frost, Carly Neufeld, Emma Kate Lang, McKenna Blanchett, Carly Toot.
Carly Fundamental Toot.
That's right, Carly Fundamentals Toot. Love to watch her play. Her solid fundamental play. Well, once again here, at the end of the girls' contest, 41-31, Baldwin over Bonner Springs, and it looks like we have senior night getting ready, senior night festivities rather, getting ready to take place now. We'll go ahead and we'll ask our cameraman extraordinaire, David Trimble, to keep the camera right on with all the action going over here. Good to see Gary Stevenis out there. Always treats us well when we come over here. We're probably about 20-25 minutes from tip-off of the boys' game here between the Bulldogs and the Braves. So we're going to keep the video here. We're going to go ahead and turn down the audio, let you enjoy the senior activities here, right here on A10varsity.com. I'm Sean Brewer. I'm along with David
Trimble.
And
David Smith.
All right.
In that order.
Yeah, it's something like that, folks.
It's unconventional, but it works.
That's exactly right. That's what I always told my fourth wife, but that's a whole other story.
Is she coming?
She is no, she will not be here. So we'll be right back here on A10varsity.com. I'm going to break back in here to highlight the athleticism of a couple of the student managers here, Abby and Abby. Look at that great form. Nice and methodical approach. Sweeping all the excess dust off of the court in preparation for a boys' game here. I can see the boys over there in the corner cheering them on, as are we. David Smith he's got signs. They're saying congratulations and go Abby times two.
Abby Bergman and Abby Patterson. Their main job is getting the boys water. They drink a lot of water, they say.
Abby Bergman, being the senior, looks to take her talents to the University of Miami and hopefully running the floor mop for the Hurricanes. So congratulations to both Abbies. Great job.
Lily Judy is also a team manager. I tried to get some dirt on some of the boys, and they would not give it up. I asked if they were to date one of the boys.
Oh,
I got
boy.
a nice a blush from both of them.
It's a good thing this is our last broadcast. Whether we like it or not, it certainly probably is at this point. But we're going to be back here in about 13 minutes for tip-off of the boys' game here between Baldwin and Bonner Springs right here on A10Varsity.com. Welcome back to beautiful Baldwin City, Kansas, the site of tonight's matchup between the 8-9 visiting Bonner Springs Braves boys team and the 2-16 Bulldogs from right here at Baldwin High School. Sean Brewer, David
Trimble,
and David
Smith,
right here with you on the call. Appreciate you. Back with you here from Baldwin Junior Senior High basketball court. Just heard the Star Spangled Banner being played by the the Baldwin Bulldog Marching Band for the first time this season. Glad to see the
Purple Power.
I was just going to think, is that what they're called?
I have no idea. I like
yes,
it though.
Is. The Purple Power
it is tonight
of the Baldwin Band, and the Purple Power of the boys basketball team is being introduced right now. We're going to go ahead and go through the starting lineups first for the visiting Braves of Bonner Springs. Number 1, Cortland Harvey. He's a 6'6" senior. Number 10, Trent Stymack, 6' junior. Number 12, Jaden Young. He's a 5'10" junior. Number 15, Tavian Cruz, 6 foot and a sophomore. Coming in at 6'2", number 30, Jace Smith. And for the home Baldwin Bulldogs, number 1, Caleb Carr. Number 2, Colby Zimmerman. Number 34, 6'4" junior, Cole Mahaffey. Let's see who else we have here. Coach Don Blanchett announces his lineup. Number 5, Andrew Washi. Washi going through a little bit of a scoring spell. Was able to break loose a couple of nights ago. And number 11, Drake Martin, the 6'1" senior, are your starters for the Baldwin Bulldogs. As I said, coming in at 2-16, playing the 4A league, and Bonner Springs Braves are a 5A team. Both are in the Frontier Conference. Bonner coming in with a 2-4 conference record, and Baldwin with a 1-5 record. And we're just moments away from tip-off here. Appreciate you joining us on 810varsity.com here on your Friday evening. I know you have a lot of options and choices of what to do with your time, and we're honored and pleased that you're able to join some of it with us. We're underway here. Bonner in their road orange jerseys, and Baldwin in their white with purple trim jerseys. Long shot by Jace Smith. No good. Rebound, Caleb Carr being guarded by Jaden Young. Carr goes to pass to Drake Martin. Picked off there by a Brave. Trent Stymack now from the left wing gets it up to Jace Smith. Long shot, no good. Rebound, Colby Zimmerman. Just underway here at Baldwin Junior Senior High Court between the Bulldogs and the Braves. 7:13 left in the first, no score. Andrew Washi has it picked away from him, and it looks like they're going to say last touch by a Brave. The Bonner bench gets to Cole Mahaffey on the left wing, back up top. Bonner playing a three.
Caleb Carr steals it away.
The sophomore 5'10" point guard, and a long three by Andrew Washi, no good. Rebound, Tavian Cruz going the other way for the Braves. Bringing it up is Trent Stymack. Up on top of the key. Waiting for a couple of screens. Looks like they like to play a little bit of the backdoor screen. Long three right there by Tavian Cruz, and it's good. We're tied up here at threes. 6:25 left to go in the first quarter. Caleb Carr, yeah, they're going to say that I think he lifted that back foot just enough to pick up that traveling call. And the Braves force another turnover, one of their specialties on the year. Coach Dan Strite real happy with the defensive improvement his team has made. He's got a very young team as well, only one senior, and that's Cortland Hervey. The lone senior on the roster. Nice fadeaway shot by Trent Stymack. Gets it to go. Puts the Braves up 5-3. And Caleb Carr trying to make his way through 3 or 4 Braves around midcourt. Caleb Carr waiting for a screen as well. Isn't able to get it. But he's going to inbound it just in front of his own bench. 6:02 left here in the first quarter. 5-3, Braves over the Bulldogs.
Both teams coming out. A lot of speed, a lot of aggression. You would not be able to tell that they've played.
He wants to drive. He goes up with authority. Gets it to fall. Cole Mahaffey.
Nice body control.
Thank you. And Cole Mahaffey as well. Trent Stymack bringing it up for the Braves. Tie ball game here at 5s. 5:35 left to go in the first quarter. Zimmerman puts his paw out there, knocks it out of bounds. We're going to reset on the baseline. Braves are going to have it. The baseline underneath their own basket. And that is Stymack. Into the paint, up. A lot of pressure being applied by these Braves.
They kicked it.
And they're going to call a kickball right there by Cortland Hervey. Not rewarded for the steal, however.
Kick saving a beauty.
And this Braves defense playing, they're picking them up all at three-quarter court. They're playing for keeps right now. Cortland Hervey, as we said, the lone senior on this team, getting it done on the defensive end early in the first quarter here in Baldwin. Washi, get the right side to Washi, back up to Drake Martin. The hot hand, Drake Martin. Caleb Carr, within the first 4 minutes of the ball game, 3.5, 2 steals so far. Mahaffey showing his handles. He's on the baseline 10 feet away. No. Hands it off to Jaden Young, and he's going to set it back up and run the motion offense here. Like to do a lot of baseline cuts. Very, very capable off-ball screening team are these Braves. Offensive rebound not so fast, says Caleb Carr, who comes up with it, gets it out to Zimmerman. And Zimmerman looks like he's going to draw the blocking foul. Who are they going to get that one on? On Trent Stymack, perhaps? It is second team foul now for the Braves. Braves up 7-5, just over 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Appreciate you joining us here on 810varsity.com. Sean Brewer, David
Trimble,
and David
Smith
with you here on the call.
Dose Davids.
Dose Davids, indeed. Inbounds pass there by Mccoy. Picked off, and at the other end, we've got a steal by Colby Zimmerman to get it back for the Bulldogs. Down by 2. Mahaffey fade away from 8. It's good. Cole Mahaffey getting it done early here, leading all scorers with 4. Tied up at 7s. 3:43 left to go in the first quarter.
Sean, I saw you talking to some of the boys before the game. Is that a body control thing, something you and Cole Mahaffey went over?
Well, Hudson Torres and I had a great conversation about the great game that he had a couple of nights ago here. Scored 7 points in about 7 minutes of action. Complimented young Hudson Torres on his great heads-up play, including his being able to control the ball, protect the ball, and just an overall very fundamentally sound player is Hudson Torres. I'm sure we're going to see him into the game pretty soon. Into the game now, Sam Darnell for the Bulldogs. In Mccoy, Zimmerman, Washi, and Mahaffey for the Braves. Jay Smith, Tavian Cruz, Jaden Young, Trent Stymack. Bounce passes over to McCoy. Washi, about a 3. He sees Mahaffey on the right wing. Are they going to get a blocking foul? Indeed, they will, and that's going to go against Colby Zimmerman.
It's almost a no call, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. I'd rather see the game. Let the guys play. I mean, he's going to call a blocking foul there.
2 team fouls on each squad so far here. Into the game now for the Braves. Matt Anderson, Jaden Young, Savay Womack, Stymack. 8-7. Trent Stymack at the line, shooting the second one, made the first.
Missed one. He's got 5. Hit a 3 and 2 free throws. That's
I thought they only got it for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. But who's counting? Trent Stymack leading
Matt
off.
Anderson a little too aggressive on that backcourt.
Matt Anderson
press.
into the game, as we said, for the Braves. Caleb Carr.
pressing defense.
And he's looking for a little bit of help. And like we said it in the previous game here, looking for a little screen to come up and help when he's still dribbling the ball. He's just not able to get it. So you kind of expect the Braves to continue with that aggressive defense because it's paying dividends for them so far here early in the first half. Speaking of paying dividends, someone that you could certainly reach out to find out more about dividends, how they work, what they are, and to put you and your family in the best financial position possible is Kelly Neufeld. Kelly Neufeld from Farm Bureau Financial Services right here in Baldwin City. 785-242-4122. 242-4122. Kelly Neufeld and Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of these Baldwin Bulldogs. 9-7, Braves over the home Bulldogs. Mahaffey wanted to get it to Darnell. Darnell loses the handle. It's going to go back to the Braves now. Up by 2. Kicks it down to Savay Womack. Nice move by Womack. Womack getting it done with a nice move on the baseline. His first bucket of the evening. Ian McCoy goes up strong to the rim. Rebound, Jay Smith going the other way. Have the numbers. Jay Smith getting it done on the other side. But that was Matt Anderson with the bucket. And Matt Anderson's first 2 points of the game. Caleb Carr tries to thread the needle. Not sure we've had more than one in each game so far, but we've got 2 here. And under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter, and these Braves up 13-7. Cole Mahaffey dribbles into trouble. Kicks it out to Caleb Carr, who tries to get around 3 Braves, unable to do it, but he's able to draw the foul. That's going to be against Jaden Young. That's his first foul, but already the 4th team foul against these Braves. Carr to inbound. Darnell to Zimmerman. Zimmerman to his right. Stops, shoots. Blocked there by Savay Womack. And after the scrum, Braves ball, long pass. Tavian Cruz sees a wide open Matt Anderson, throws it in there a little bit too hot to handle. That was more of a Marino-like pass.
I can see that. Okay, yeah.
And there's a more of a, let's see, there was Duper, and who's the other one that didn't always catch what he was throwing?
Mark Clayton.
Clayton with the missed reception.
Flipper Anderson as well.
Flipper Anderson. That's before my time. That was back in the 50s when you were in high school then, and I was just a twinkle in the eye of the old folks. 13-7 Braves over the Bulldogs here. 1:40 left to go in the first quarter. Bulldog ball inbounds. Caleb Carr being guarded by Cortland Hervey. 6'6" against a 5'10". Hervey moves around like he's about 5'5".
He does.
And Carr pulls up his dribble, nowhere to go, gets it to Martin. Waiting for a screen, someone here. Drake Martin, not afraid to set the screen, is able to get loose and up top. Hands it back to Caleb Carr. Caleb Carr, nowhere to go, pulls up his dribble, gets it to Zimmerman, and they're going to say Zimmerman took one too many steps.
I think that might have been a little bit more of a slip than a step, or just got a little bit ahead of himself. Very quick game so far, both teams.
13-7, Braves over the Bulldogs here. And how about that? Cortland Harvey goes up with the one-handed slam rejected by the Iron Monster, 10 feet in the air. Caleb Carr goes the other way, puts it up, no good. Drake Martin follows it up in the first quarter. Trent Stymack kicks it over to the right side. That's Jay Smith. Gets it over to Jaden Young. He's going to bring it back up top. Braves up by 4 with the lead and playing for the final shot, which does make sense. Guarded now by Drake Martin. 12 seconds, 11, 10. See who they're going to clear it out for. Looks like they're going to get in the hands of Jaden Young. Not so fast as Jay Smith. And they're going to say someone wearing orange traveled a little bit. 13-9, under 5 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Zimmerman takes it at half court. 3, 2, 1. Zimmerman drives, no good. Follow up by Mahaffey, not there in time. And 13-9 is our score after one here in Baldwin City. The home Bulldogs down against the visiting Braves, 13-9.
Just watching the guys warm up, you figure Bonner is going to be the more athletic team, but Baldwin on 4 out of 5 games this week. Really playing hard, keeping themselves in this game. Hit a couple shots, hit a couple long threes.
Jay Smith and Matt Anderson each with a bucket apiece. For the Bulldogs, 3 for Zimmerman, 2 for Drake Martin, and 4 tough shots for Cole Mahaffey. A couple of tough baseline shots for the big 6'4" junior. Tough shots. But speaking of tough shots that aren't really that tough, sometimes you do have to get the shots in the mouth if you have to, or you need a little bit of oral surgery done, somewhere that you can go that promises to take real good care of you and make sure that if you do need shots, it's as pain-free as possible. And that is Oral Surgery of Kansas and Dr. Philip Harvey. Oral Surgery of Kansas and Dr. Philip Harvey, proud supporters of Baldwin Bulldog Athletics. Start of the second quarter here. 13-9, Braves over the Bulldogs. Underway here, Caleb Carr gets it out to Washi. Washi, top of the key, being guarded by the big 6'6" Harvey.
Nice pick.
And he flashed down low. Looks like Carr didn't quite see him, but he sees Mahaffey. He's going to take 3. No good. A little bit strong by Cole Mahaffey. But a nice heads-up rebound by Drake Martin. Gets it to Washi, and he gets it to go. Andrew Washi picking up where he left off last game. And his first bucket of the night makes it a 13-11 game, 7:18 left to play here in the second quarter. Braves with the ball. Tavian Cruz from 12, no good. Going to be rebounded by Cole Mahaffey. Pulls up his dribble, gets it out to Caleb Carr. Carr sees Martin down low, thinks about putting a move on number 30, Jay Smith. Thinks twice about that. Mahaffey gets it to Zimmerman, who drives into trouble.
Not sure where the foul was there.
And what an athletic move there by Jaden Young. Doesn't get it to drop despite his contortionist-like body movement. Locker commit, senior. Tavian Cruz now handling the ball. Gets it out to Jaden Young. Jaden Young on fellas.
It's going to be on Drake Martin.
Drake Martin. I believe that is his first.
You're correct, sir.
Even a broken clock's right twice a day, David Smith.
I figure Bonner would try to get Jay Smith into the game. He's shooting 50% of the field this season. He's only got 2 shots.
Haven't really been able to, if you're a Brave fan, you notice that the Braves haven't really been able to get into a rhythm offensively so far. They've been providing extremely aggressive defense, forced a number of Bulldog turnovers. But if you're a Bulldog fan right now, you got to be pretty darn happy. The score's tied up at 14. But there's been a lot of missed shots by this Bulldog team.
Could have been a traveling there.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Caleb Carr Being pressured by Save Womack. Ball, and there's Andrew Washi who wanted to post up, thought better of it, got it out to try to get it in, misses a little bit short. Rebound to the Braves going the other way. Down in the corner, Matt Anderson back into the game, gets it back up top to Stymack. Stymack to Mason Sprague into the game now. Long ball, no good. Back to the Bulldogs. 5:24 left to play in the second quarter. We're all tied up at 14 here in Baldwin City. Glad you're with us here on A10varsity.com. And Drake Martin pops the three. Not able to get it to fall. Braves ball, bringing it back up. Save Womack gets it over to Matt Anderson. Thought about a three. Going to get it top of the key. Back to Hervey over to the right side. Down low. To Save Womack. Tried to get it inside to Hervey. I believe we have another ball off foot call.
Sorry, I got a little excited on Drake Martin's three. I just like to watch him shoot threes because usually he's the trash man.
Cleaning it up underneath, Getting it done from the outside the last couple of games. That's Mason Sprague from long distance, no good. Rebound, Drake Martin. We were just talking about Drake Martin.
Good pick. Sets up a shot.
And Andrew Washi a little bit short with his follow through there. And the ball was a little bit short as well on the shot. Pull-up jumper from 12 from Stymack, no good. Washi with the rebound going the other way. Caleb Carr looks for a little bit of help. Hands it off to Mahaffey. A lot of movement on the backside by Zimmerman. Caleb Carr waiting for a screen, and there it is. Drake Martin sets the screen. And Carr rewards him underneath. Drake Martin puts it up, no good. And the hot hand has turned a little bit cold for Drake Martin, unable to get some of those to fall. Beautiful pass underneath to Matt Anderson. A driving Save Womack sees Matt Anderson underneath, gets in the ball, puts it up for two, and the lead goes back to the Braves with 3:52 left to play here in the second quarter.
What do you call that step, David Trimble?
The Euro step?
Thank you, David.
Joe David's here.
Sean's not a big fan of the Euro step.
Drake Martin takes a dribble but kicks Stymack. Thought about taking it himself all the way. Womack now from the right side. Gets it over to Cameron or I beg your pardon.
Sprague.
That's Mason Sprague. Shot underneath by Womack, no good. The hot hand of Matt Anderson is up and it is good. There's a three for Matt Anderson. Anderson with 7 first half points here so far. And Coach Don Blanchett says he's seen enough. And he calls for a timeout with 3:09 left here in the second quarter, and his team down by 5 to the visiting Braves of Bonner Springs, 19-14.
I think Baldwin just has to be a little bit more secure with the ball, and they have to be a little bit more confident. There's been several times where they've been under the basket, and I think they just need to go up strong with it.
Hit the short open shots.
Talking about security and being strong, someone that you can reach out to right here in Baldwin City for your financial security and your family security, and that is Kelly Neufeld and Farm Bureau Financial Services. Agent Kelly Neufeld right here in Baldwin City works with Farm Bureau Financial Services to offer you auto, home, life, business, farm, and ranch insurance, as well as to talk about your financial future with annuities and anything to put you in a better position looking forward to protect your family in the future. That is Agent Kelly Neufeld with Farm Bureau Financial Services. Farm Bureau Financial Services and Agent Kelly Neufeld are proud supporters of Baldwin Bulldog Athletics. 19-14 Braves over the Bulldogs here. 3:05 left to play in the second quarter. Ian McCoy back into the game now. So is Sam Darnell for the Braves. Caleb Carr finds an open Darnell. Doesn't want to post up. Gets it to Martin. Martin wants to go right back to him. Darnell unable to hang on to it. Instead, how about that speed right there by Jaden Young? I got tired just watching him sprint with the ball into the lane.
Good. You've done 4 games this week, Sean. I've only done 1. I feel great.
That's right. Welcome back from your 3-game vacation. Suspension. What do you want to call it? Hiatus, sabbatical. Boy, to the basket. He puts it up. They're going to say one
That's
too
it.
many steps there, I believe.
Ooh.
Or are they going to call it? How about that? That's Zim. I think he might have called the wrong number there. They're calling that one on Zimmerman. Now I think they're going to correct it at the scorers table. That's going to be the first on Ian McCoy. They're going to say he charged.
Blanchett has no idea what the call is. He's
a little bit upset there.
Like us.
Top of the key from Matt Anderson, and Matt Anderson getting it done from all over the floor. Back-to-back threes for the 6'3" junior Matt Anderson. 8 points so far on the evening. Baldwin trying to respond. Drake Martin down low on the right side. Bounce pass into Darnell. Darnell's going to give it back up again. Martin at the free throw line. Sees a wide open Carr for three. No good. A little bit short. Scrum underneath the basket going the other way. They got the numbers 2-on-1 for the Braves. Kind of a last-second dish off there by Matt Anderson. Looks like maybe he lost his footing just a little bit.
He turned an ankle there.
That's what you get when you wear pink shoes.
Heard that.
Long three there by Martin. No good.
Anderson's
But
going
they
to
say
have
that
to see.
pink shoes have a little bit more grip. Is there any truth to that, David Trimble?
Well, bubble gum is generally pink,
Exactly.
and that is sticky. You ever get that in your hair or your clothes? I'm not sure if that transfers over to fabric, shoe fabric, but
Well, if we can get somebody to call in on the hotline here and help us out with our fabric and sewing questions. David Trimble has plenty for you. Zimmerman gets it to Mahaffey, who's going to drive, stops, pops from 5, and he rolls it in. Cole Mahaffey with his 5th and 6th point now makes it a 6-point game. Braves 22, Bulldogs 16, just over a minute to play here in the first half.
I drive out here to Baldwin, Sean. What was the first thing I told you if I heard Coach what I teach my kids? The jump stop.
How to get you the jump
The
stop.
jump stop.
You're exactly right. Jump stop and something about grabbing you a beer out of the fridge, but that's a whole other story. And how about that right there? Jay Smith underneath. Getting it done off the bounce pass, puts it up and in. Going to go back to the full.
Got a blocking foul on Cole Mahaffey there.
That looked like more of a frustration foul there. Just not getting any help in the back court when they're getting trapped. Typically, you would see the player coming back and setting a screen to let the dribbler get away from the trap, but not so much tonight. Braves with the ball, just under 30 seconds now, and an 8-point lead, 24-16. Going to play for the last shot. Jaden Young with the ball, playing a little bit of catch with Jay Smith on the right side. Back to Cortland Hervey, the big 6'6", only senior on this Brave roster. Jaden Young being guarded by Caleb Carr.
Not sure why he fouled it. He fouled intentionally. I'm not sure why.
But are they going to?
It's going to be a foul
All
on
right.
Caleb Carr.
All right, we will go with that. Under 10 seconds to play here in the first half. 7, 6, 5 long, and 24-16 is where we're going to leave it at halftime here.
I think if I'm Coach Blanchard, they got to do some back cuts. They got to do some screens, the pick and roll. Pick and roll is the cornerstone of the NBA offense for a reason. They are not necessarily known for their defense in the NBA.
Great point there, David Trimble.
But they are known for putting up 130 points a game. And it all starts with the high pick and roll, and it just gives you options. You got to have some options. And they've had lots of different opportunities. Washi, I've seen him doing a back cut coming from the corner. He's been open. They just need to get it to him. Drake Martin also, he's been cutting, and they just need to get it into him. Nice quick pass, and he needs to do David Smith's jump stop, put that ball up and in.
16 first half turnovers forced by the Braves against these Bulldogs. We talk about ball protection and being smart with the ball. And so far, earlier in the matchup, the Braves are making it awful hard for the Bulldogs to take care of that ball. 24-16 is our halftime score. Braves over the Bulldogs right here on A10Varsity.com. Sean Brewer with David
Trimble.
and David
Smith.
David Smith and Trimble. Dose David's here. We're going to leave the video on the floor. And we're going to mute the audio so you don't have to listen to us talking amongst ourselves about who's going to buy dinner after this. But we'll be right back with you here on 810varsity.com. Welcome back to beautiful Baldwin City, Kansas. We're at Baldwin Junior Senior High School gym. We've got a heck of a one going for you here. 24-16. The Braves of Bonner Springs over the Bulldogs of Baldwin. Right here on A10Varsity.com. Sean Brewer, David for the Visit IMAC coming in, averaging around 12 points a game with 10. Well above his season average. For the home Bulldogs, Colby Zimmerman with 6. Andrew Washi and Drake Martin each with 2. And Cole Mahaffey with 6. Totals up the 16 total points for these Bulldogs so far here in the matchup between the Bulldogs and the Braves. David Smith off ball and on ball.
Some kind of pick and roll, something. I mean, you got to help a job of picking up when there is a screen, they do a great job of picking up the.
Bonner Springs, we've had a number of great looks, just are unable to get some of those closer shots to fall. Well, you kind of got to think they're probably going to go back to their bread and butter and get it to the height advantage players underneath.
I would think that would be what they go to. I mean, they're a young, quick team, so they can get down the court, get numbers early, and then get something developed.
Possession arrow was pointing to the Braves, so they're going to have it first possession here as we start the third quarter. 24-16 Braves over the Bulldogs. Long three by Tavian Cruz, and you're exactly right, David Smith. Let's see. And there's Tavian Cruz's first three of the evening, and here comes that full court press again. Jaden Young gets it out to Cortland Hervey. No good. Offensive rebound by Tavian Cruz, and they're going to set it up again. Jaden Young running the point.
Man-to-man now.
That didn't last too long for the Bulldogs. Let's see what they're going to do here. Offense relatively the same for the Braves. Hervey underneath. Nice lookout. Gets it to Jay Smith with his 5th and 6 points now. Full court press by the Braves. Washi, the quick Andrew Washi. Senior 6-footer, able to get by. 6'2", I beg your pardon. And Drake Martin sets the screen. Love to see the screen if you can't tell, folks. Amazing what can happen on a good screen, whether it's on ball or off ball. When you talk about off ball, that's something that happens underneath, and once in a while you get a little double flare action to turn the court over. But right now, Drake Martin gets it out to Zimmerman. Zimmerman waiting for a little bit of help, and how about that three? It'd be beautiful if he comes up with it. But Tavian Cruz is unable to do so. And Andrew Watt, I think they're going to call. Oh, they will.
Oh, no.
And that official who's come in from, well, we're just going to say that some people here, Wichita East, or maybe Girard, to make that call. You'd think that the official that's standing 4 feet in front of the call would be the one to make it, but not so fast.
Caleb Carr's a bigger man than me. He went to talk to him.
Oh, my goodness. 29-16 now. Make that 30 following the first shot by Tavian Cruz. Puts him at 4 now. 14-point lead. Wow. 6 quick points here by the Braves. Make it 7. Tavian Cruz now with 5. More importantly for these Braves, they have a 15-point lead with 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Mahaffey drives in, pulls up from 12, and he's got it. Cole Mahaffey now with 8. Cuts the lead to 13. 5:49 left here in the third quarter. Braves ball being trapped here. And looks like there's going to be a jump ball hopefully called. And how about that? Good sportsmanship right there. Players helping each other up, mixing it up.
Mahaffey's good.
Taylor Carr gets it into Zimmerman. Zimmerman down low to Mahaffey. One-on-one, I was going to say, if Mahaffey sees the lane he's going to take it, and he does. Drives the baseline. Ball's popped out. Last touch by a Brave. Going to be inbounded by Baldwin underneath their own basket, with 5:30 to play here in the third quarter. Let's see what they get. Baldwin down by 13, 31-18. As we said, 5:28 now left to go in the third. Long pass to Mahaffey. Mahaffey's going to make a play. Shots up, no good, off the back iron. Rebound goes to the Braves.
Got to stop the ball.
And Jaden Young, he covers a lot of ground in a little bit of time, and they're going to get him for the travel. Body was going a little bit too fast, I think. But good grief, the speed on that young man.
He is quick.
The 5'10 junior, Jaden Flash Young. And the first inbounds play on a full court press typically isn't to the corner, but they're able to avoid the trap there where the Bulldogs. And Cole Mahaffey, the big 6'4" junior, yeah, they're going to get, well, now that one right there with possession, that's okay. All right, folks, if you're watching at home, maybe kind of replay that back on a10varsity.com and see what you all think. 31-18 is your score. Braves over the Bulldogs. 5:04 left in the third quarter.
Have to overcome.
Trent Stymack says, get out of my way. And he puts it up for 2. Gives him 7 on the evening. Ian McCoy into the game now. Caleb Carr gets it to Darnell, who doesn't set his pick, but he gets it back to Carr.
Give and go. Got an open shot in the basket. If you can
Give him.
A little bit of a light screen, but we'll still take it. Sam Darnell now at the ball. Pulls up his dribble. Gives it to Caleb Carr. Carr. And a screen set by Sam Darnell. And he's rewarded with the pass underneath. Goes up. And he is fouled. Screen by Sam Darnell.
nice little pick and roll.
Pick and roll action.
Look who was open.
Anthony Hernandez into the game now.
Matt Anderson's back after twisting that ankle in pink shoes.
Yes, it is Matt Anderson. Second shot by Darnell is good. Darnell, 6'4" junior, is on the scoreboard. But his Bulldogs are still down by 14, 33-19 to the Braves. Savay Warmack into the game. Kicks it out to Trent Stymack. No good. Anderson with the rebound. But just the excitement and anticipation got him out of sorts a little bit. Womack, second time in 3 trips, called for the travel there to the Braves. Up by 14, 33-19. 4:08 left to play in the third quarter.
I think he's going to somehow try to calm these guys down. Their biggest problem is themselves. They're out of control, trying to do too much. Just need to slow down the process, trust the process.
And the process sometimes involves getting some good advice and direction from a professional that can help you out with things like your auto, home, health, life, farm and ranch, and business insurance, as well as your financial future. And that is Kelly Neufeld, agent for Farm Bureau Financial Services right here in Baldwin City. You know the number, folks, 785-242-4122. 242-4122 is Kelly Neufeld and Farm Bureau Financial Services right here in Baldwin City. Midway through the third quarter here, 33-19. Braves of Bonner Springs over the Bulldogs of Baldwin. Mahaffey, Carr, Zimmerman, McCoy, and Darnell for your Bulldogs. Looks to be Smith, Anderson. What else we got? Cruz, Stymack, and how about that?
Here we go.
Oh!
Whoa.
Now, we have a little bit of a confrontation here. No fouls have been called, surprisingly. Now, this is interesting here, folks. Typically, you would see the tees come out immediately, and then they would get together. But this official crew doing things their own way. They're going to talk about it, but it looks like,
Don't be
well, and I
surprised if
tell
you
you
get a double
what,
technical.
Coach Don Blanchett, with his hands on his hips, is not pleased with that no call.
Well,
Of course, it's unable. We can't hear what was said there, but whatever was said was enough to get a pushback.
Zimmerman was a little frustrated with the turnover, and he actually instigated the contact. Kind of got his hands on. I'm not sure who the Bonner
I
Springs
think it
player
was Womack.
Womack didn't appreciate it, and just little boys being boys. I think you got to have a double technical here, though.
Well, we're going to wait and find out.
Yep. Number 2.
For a second there, I thought he was showing the personal
He
foul.
did show the
I think
personal
that's
foul.
what he did.
Personal foul,
Looks like
intentional grounding.
Perhaps so. Looks like
Roughing the passer.
David Smith is right. And they will shoot these shots, even though they're essentially offsetting. Caleb Carr now taking the shots for the Bulldogs. His team down by 14, 33-19, 4:01 left in the third. First shot by Carr is good. Caleb Carr on the scoreboard tonight. Gives his team 20. Second shot by Carr is up, and it's good. Caleb Carr with 2 points now in the evening.
Not a double technical.
Now,
I think it was an intentional foul on Zimmerman and a technical foul on Womack.
well, the intentional, though, would give possession to the Braves. Well, we're going to let all you officials at home figure that one out. We're going to get back to the game here where we're seeing Mccoy bringing it up for the Bulldogs. Hands it off to Caleb Carr. Carr waiting for a little screen. Looks like Darnell was about ready to set one right there. How about that? And he does. Sam Darnell.
Nice pick.
Jaden Young all the way up skies for the layup. Jaden Young now with 5 in the game. Washi out to Carr. Passes through. Mahaffey out there, and I love that. Sam Darnell with another pick. Something we saw Hudson Torres do perfectly a couple of nights ago on this court.
It's almost like they don't know what to do with the pick. It's like it's new to them.
It's kind of a loose pick. I appreciate the effort, though, by Darnell. Love to see it a little bit tighter, but, hey, nonetheless, it's a bit right there again. Now, typically you would wait for the person with the ball to actually take the pick as opposed to go away from and our $10 gift card from Stone Creek Custom Homes out of Shawnee, Kansas. 35-22, 13-point Brave lead. Cole Mahaffey, first of 2, is good. Cole Mahaffey now with 9 points on the evening. 3:07 left here in the third. Mahaffey's second is good. Makes it a nice even 10 points for Cole Mahaffey. Trent Stymack brings it up the court. Smith over to Anderson, who's going to go up against the 6'4 and 6'3. He does. He's unable to get it to fall. Rebound goes to Caleb Carr for the Bulldogs. 2:35 left here in the third quarter. 35-23. Braves with the lead over the Bulldogs. Another great screen by Darnell. Washi takes advantage of it. How about that? Andrew Washi. Starting to feel it, is young Andrew Washi. Andrew Washi, he said his favorite memory from high school basketball is his dunk at the Prairie View game. Andrew Washi, all 6'2" of him. Kick out to Trent Stymack for 3, and he makes it look so easy. Trent Stymack. Stymack with 10 points so far. Full court press, errant pass. Tavian Cruz pulls up from 12, no good. Rebound to Harvey, misses the shot. Andrew Washi with the rebound. Washi looking for a little help, gets it over to Carr. Carr pushing it up, passes, tries to get it through the outstretched arms of Jaden Young. But the skin and bone doesn't allow the ball to pass through it, and Jaden Young turns it around to 25. Braves over the Bulldogs, 1:36 left to play here in the third quarter.
And Coach Street wanting to tell his guys, just keep doing what you're doing. It's got to be happy, got to be smiling.
Speaking of smiles and happies, smiles and happies, there we go. We just coined a new term. You can get all the happies you can possibly want at Oral Surgery of Kansas and Dr. Philip Harvey. Oral Surgery of Kansas and Dr. Philip Harvey are proud supporters of Baldwin Bulldog Athletics. Oral Surgery of Kansas.
I think that's on his business card.
Lots of happies.
Lots of happies here at Oral.
Love it. We hope you're having lots of happies watching us at home or listening on your radios here on 810varsity.com. Got a great match. These Baldwin boys are up against arguably one of the top in sub-state or district play here at Baldwin Junior High School gym. 7 p.m. tip-off. Baldwin versus away for the Braves. Cruz finds a wide open Young on the right side. Bounce pass inside to Harvey, no good on the shot. But it's 15. Tavian Cruz taking it himself. Lost the handle on it. They're going to say last touch by a Bulldog. It's going to be Brave ball on their own baseline, up by 15 and 1:01 to play here towards the end of the third quarter.
Good defense by Drake Martin there.
Bulldogs, and Harvey goes up for the shot, draws the foul. He's going to be at the line shooting two, but they're going to get Cole Mahaffey on that one. 15-point lead for the Braves. Harvey, 6'6" senior.
Any news on where he may be playing basketball next year?
No, but I can tell you that Ian Mccoy, he's headed to Atlanta, one of the seniors on this Bulldog team. Ian Mccoy, 5'10" senior, and he's going to pursue a career in music. And he's pretty excited about his future, and talking to Ian McCoy about one of his great memories. That certainly isn't one of them right there. And how about that? Nice turnaround, steal, and layup by Tavian Cruz to add 2 more to his total. But Ian McCoy talks about how he's heading to Atlanta, but one thing that he really remembers from his high school basketball career, as we see another turnover by the Bulldogs, is that Nathan Cessna getting dunked on at Piper. I believe he said it was last year. He said that was one of his highlights.
Getting dunked on.
Well, not by him, but Nathan Cessna. He was getting dunked on, and he said that brings back a lot of good memories. So we wish the best of luck to Ian McCoy, all of his fellow seniors.
Freshman year, I went out for basketball, Sean, and the point guard dunked, and I decided that wrestling was in my...
2:25. Braves looking for the last shot. Jaden Young drives, puts it up, no good. And 42-25 is where we're going to leave it at the end of 3. The Braves of Bonner Springs besting the Bulldogs of Baldwin. That's a lot of B's right there.
It absolutely is.
But, when we talk about letters, one of the letters I like to talk about a lot is A, and A pluses. And one of our great supporters of this broadcast and Baldwin Athletics is Kelly Neufeld, and he's got some A-plus offerings that he would love to share with you and tell you a bit more about. You can reach Kelly Neufeld and Farm Bureau Financial Services at 785-242-4122. That's 242-4122. Kelly Neufeld and Farm Bureau Financial Services, auto, home, life, annuities, business, farm, and ranch. Give Kelly a call. He'd love to hear from you. 785-242. Start of the fourth quarter here. 42-20 on a10varsity.com. Appreciate you joining us. Would not be denied as he goes up, puts it in, and he's going to the free throw line with a chance at an old-fashioned 3.
Old-fashioned 3.
Old-fashioned 3.
Old-fashioned sounds pretty good. We should have another one of those. No?
I've already had 3.
You,
offensive rebound by Cruz. Puts it back. Still no good. Zimmerman. Is he going to step out? They're going to get Tavian Cruz.
A little hip check there on the sideline.
That is 5 team fouls now for the Braves. I beg your pardon. Colby Zimmerman's going to be going to Allen County on a soccer scholarship.
So that's 2 Baldwin Bulldogs going to Allen
County? Going to Allen, yeah. Andrew Washi. And I think news for the Zimmerman family, this just in. Cole Mahaffey for the Bulldogs finds a Darnell inside. Didn't want any bit of the post off. And Drake Martin. There he is. Drake Martin, Mr. 3. And Drake Martin will walk it off a little bit here. It's like Coach Strite might say, hey, go ahead and sit down for a second. But, yeah, looks like
he's got those Air Jordans on. His dad puts hardwood floors in for me, and I pay a pretty penny for those hardwood floors. So
and those Air Jordans?
Air Jordans.
Yeah, it looks like it. Those look to be about $700 shoes. Wow. Ball game Sam Darnell with the big offensive rebound. Gets it back to Drake Martin. Back to Darnell, who's working the baseline. Working it masterfully, but he kicks it out to Mahaffey. Top of the key, Mahaffey. Thought about a three. Said he's going to wait. He's going to draw the foul. Foul's going to be called there on Jaden Young, I believe, and that is his third foul.
Looks like
That's 7. That's 7, so that's going to put them in the 1-1.
Indeed. And talk about some of these other great seniors for the Bulldogs. You know, we just talked about Drake Martin. Drake Martin's excited. He's got a great opportunity with a company in Lawrence that he's looking forward to after graduation. And one of his great memories of high school basketball is beating Tonganoxie last year. So congratulations to Drake Martin. Sounds like he has a pretty good handle on his future and seems pretty confident in that. Nell says, I've seen enough of that. Rip wasn't real pleased, but very alertly, Drake Martin could sense the frustration in Cole Mahaffey and quickly kind of
a verbal assist.
Said, hey, brother, and right there, it says, hey, go on, Bulldog dollar, which I'm sure we'll see here again shortly. Beautiful shot. Matt Anderson with his 11th and 12th points on the evening makes it an 18-point Brave lead, 48-30, under 6 minutes of play here in the fourth quarter. And Mccoy working the baseline. It's Drake Martin who says, I want some of that too. He's working the baseline, and he draws the foul out of Matt Anderson, and he's going to be going to the line, shooting 1-1.
Nice dish down there on the other end from Mason Sprague. 2-on-1, decided to give it up.
Drew Schoendaler, only been with the team a couple of years, and he's not exactly sure where he's going to be continuing his education and in what capacity, but he does talk about wanting to play soccer. Of course, Baldwin has a fantastic soccer program here, and the first shot by Drake Martin is good. But Schoendaler said that one of his best memories of high school basketball was Coach Blanchett dunking his sophomore end. Not really sure, but either done.
It's good to see Jay Smith back in the ball game.
No effects of hitting the hardwood a little bit hardwood.
I get that.
And Matt Anderson now with 14 points following that layup. Mahaffey, soft touch. Cole Mahaffey now with 10. I beg your pardon. That's going to be an even dozen. A baker's dozen.
Yeah, you missed it. You missed a free throw when you were yakking.
Day late, dollar short. Going the other way now, Kobe Zimmerman. Allen County soccer commit. A little bit off there by Ian McCoy. Ian McCoy isn't able to drop that one, but he's really hoping to drop the beats down there in Atlanta. So we wish him the absolute best in his music career. Right block between Zimmerman and who else do we have in? I believe that is Cameron Doss.
Mason Sprague's the one they're going to call the foul. I think Mason got guilty of being just a little bit stronger than
Kalen Strite, the 5'11 freshman, into the game, as well as Cameron Doss, the 6-foot sophomore. Cameron Doss into the game now for the Braves. Or it still could be Mason Sprague. Yeah, I think Mason Sprague is getting coached up there by one of the officials, not really sure.
It was that 50-50 tussle, and he just happened to be a little bit more 50.
Looks like we have a new player in for these Bulldogs, number 22, Eli Dick, the 6-foot sophomore, into the game. Seeing some playing time here.
Zimmerman hits both free throws.
You know, speaking of playing time, and somebody that we saw get some great minutes a couple of nights ago here in a real tough game for the Bulldogs, and that's 6'4" senior Hudson Torres. A nice soft touch there.
Ooh, that's going to be
by Kalen Strite. Isn't able to get it to fall. Kind of undecided on exactly what his future holds, but I know he's putting a lot of great thought into it. You know, and we talk about some of these other seniors and their favorite memories of high school ball, and he said one of his favorite memories, Baldwin junior, senior high school, being a great teammate. Well-spoken young man. kind of a quiet confidence. I could never figure that part out. Obviously, none of us up here could either. Shot is good, 50-37 now, 13-point lead for the Braves, and we still have 4:15 left to go here in the matchup. Mason Sprague. They're going to say Caleb Carr earned the foul that time. That's his 4th foul, and it puts the Braves into the double bonus. Sprague is at the line with a chance to increase the 13-point lead.
Sprague stepped on his foot and didn't have anywhere to go, and they both fouled.
Braves are just in the single bonus, 1-1. He misses the front end of that.
Mahaffey gets it pickpocketed away. Going the other way now, Tavian Cruz. 13 points isn't an insurmountable lead here for the Braves. Let's see what Coach Blanchett decides to do, what kind of strategy he implements. And there's Washi. Washi gets it out to Zimmerman. Carr speeding it up, takes it up all the way, up and no good.
Go through left there.
That was a tough shot there by the sophomore point guard. Coming back the other way, and there's Curvy, no foul. And there's Caleb Carr. They've got numbers, 2-on-1. And there's Zimmerman taking it all the way. Zimmerman, the 5'11 senior, pulls these Bulldogs within 11 points with 3:17 left to go in regulation. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've gone from a 24-point
points.
Coach Street wants to talk to his boys and say, we need to get a handle back on this game.
And so does Coach Strite.
So does Coach Strite. Yeah, all 4 of them, both of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got a pronunciation on that. I think we forgot to share that with you, Dave. Sorry about that.
Quite all right. I'm used to it. I'm just here to work the camera and look good, and I'm only good at one of those things.
Thank gosh you could have worked the
camera work's been pretty good.
Yeah, well done. Once again, we want to recognize the great efforts of the seniors here for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Hudson Torres, 6'4" senior. Drew Schoendaler, 6'3" senior. Grady McCune, Drake Martin, Andrew Washi, Ian McCoy, and Colby Zimmerman. But the future's certainly bright here. Got a good group of Bulldogs coming back next year for Coach Blanchett.
Jump stop.
Stymack, love the jump stop. Easiest for you kids that are out there watching, and so often you see players just kind of go with a hair on fire drive to the lane. They throw it up and hope they get in. And you take just a second and you jump stop and let all the defenders fly by, or at least be in a position to go up and draw the foul. Your success rate goes up just a little bit.
Well, they just fly by you.
52-39, 2:50 left to go in regulation here. Braves still up on the Bulldogs, but the Bulldogs not going away here.
Jump stop.
Nice look, and how about that underneath by Jay Smith, hoping for a screen, doesn't get it, but he is able to draw the foul. Convince him that he really didn't make the foul, but Coach tried the car.
Gabbing again. You did mark
I'm
down the last 2 free throws.
54-40. I'm taking off my shoes, and I'm pretty sure that's a 14-point lead. Or are you talking about Caleb Carr's
point
total?
Caleb Carr's point total.
Indeed. 54-40 here. Just over 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to play. These Bulldogs still with a chance. Not really playing a super aggressive defense. Don't look like they're going to be fouling anytime. Fantastic look by Jaden Young. Jay Smith now with 10 points on the evening.
That'll match his average for the season.
I had to see that from the 6'2" junior.
Look at that.
And Mahaffey, got to finish those. Mahaffey shot. Carr drives into trouble and then shoots it.
That he did. He had an open shot at a jumper there and decided to go ahead and take it in.
Make it a little bit harder
Yep.
with 4 people around him. Been up here and getting ready to head out. As we were walking out, we see a player for Baldwin with the lights getting shut off, standing there at the free throw line, practicing his free throw shots, and that was young Caleb Carr. Everybody else had pretty much left, but he had kind of a rough night at the line, and he's right there practicing his craft.
Absolutely. And a lot of times the game can be won and lost on the free throw line, especially when you get into a single bonus, double bonus situation towards the end of the game.
Certainly the Lady Bulldogs have fallen victim to that. They've had a number of close games this year. Speaking of the Lady Bulldogs, they've got a tough road ahead of them. They're going to be playing this Wednesday at Eudora, a team that they faced just a few nights ago right here in Baldwin City. That's going to be a 7 o'clock tip-off at Eudora High School. Should they, and if you're a Baldwin fan, hopefully they'll get by Eudora, the Cardinal, Bishop Miege, the Lady Stags.
I'm going to make a call. I'm going to make a call right now that the Lady Bulldogs upset Eudora.
You heard it here, folks, on 810varsity.com. David Smith calling for the upset, the Lady Bulldogs over the Lady Stags of Bishop Miege.
That's not correct. That was David Trimble who made that call. But, no, I thought they should have won that game. I really did.
Which game was that?
Against Eudora.
Eudora?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did play tough.
His nose early in the season.
But he really liked to play soccer.
Nice move.
Maybe continuing to practice his craft. Now, with 112, Coach Blanchett decides to have his squad start fouling. 57-40 here, 112 left in regulation. Anything can happen, 17 points in minute and 12. We've seen crazier things.
Well said,
make them earn it at the stripe.
Well said, David Smith. Yeah, that...
Tavian Cruz at the line, the 6-foot junior. And this Bonner Springs Brave team, so we said only one senior on the roster. That's Cortland Hervey. Looks like they're going to move on to a 500 record as they start sub-state play next week.
Who do they open up with?
Well, I'm glad you asked there, David Smith.
Oh, I didn't know the answer.
Because the Bonner Springs Braves, first we'll talk about the ladies. They will open up their sub-state action against Schlegel High School, and that's going to be Tuesday night at Schlegel. It's going to be a 7 p.m. tip-off. Bonner Springs against Schlegel.
Cameron Doss making his first appearance in the game.
And then
33 is
Womack is in there.
Charlie Sanders.
Strite is in there for the Braves.
We got a strike.
That. And don't look now, folks, but number 21, 6'4" senior Hudson Torres is but seconds away from entering this contest. Nice long pass there.
Charlie Sanders.
Charlie Sanders getting it done. Zimmerman over to Schoendaler to McCoy.
Gotta be a foul.
45 seconds, and there's Andrew Washi with the steal and a put up and in. 61-44, 40. 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. And a block and a foul that goes along with it. Going to be called on Colby Zimmerman. But Zimmerman looked like he jumped as if he was Carl Lewis.
Washi took one of the chops down there. Didn't get a call.
Andrew Washi, tough, gritty player. Been a pleasure to watch him throughout the season. As we said, he's going to be going to Allen County Community College. Going to play a little soccer down there. One of the great soccer players here at Baldwin High School. Get back to the district action. We talked about the Baldwin sub-state games, but back to the Bonner Springs game. Now the boys are going to be playing. They're going to start with a bye. And there he is. You hear the crowd cheering. That's for Hudson Torres into the game, and some of it's for Drake Martin as well. But Hudson Torres, all 6'4" of him, almost got the rebound there, did Hudson Torres. And Hudson Torres filling lane 5 quite nicely.
15 seconds.
Ian McCoy, and it looks like, well, there's Sprague and Strite then. Kind of loses his way, no call. I think he finally had to call after he slid about 6 feet.
Yeah, coach's son, he doesn't have to dribble out. He can
Absolutely.
take a shot.
Absolutely. 62-24, less than 10 seconds to play in regulation, and the end of the regular season for both of these teams. Deflected out of bounds. In and out. What a great look by the 6'4" senior. Certainly got to be happy with that. Who else is happy with this are the Braves and their fans, because the Bonner Springs Braves are going to leave Baldwin City with a 62-44 victory against the home Bulldogs of Baldwin High School. Been a heck of a battle between these two teams, separated by only 35 minutes. 25 as the crow flies, as they say.
Absolutely.
But a gritty game, and after 4 games in 5 days, these Bulldogs certainly to be commended. They've done a great job all season, but to make up some of these COVID games that were canceled earlier in the season, they had to put together the schedule for the last few days. As we said, they're going to start district play this coming week. The girls, the Lady Bulldogs, will be playing Eudora High School Wednesday at Eudora, March 3rd. That's going to be a 7 o'clock tip-off. The boys will be playing Tuesday. Or I beg your pardon. Yes, it will be Tuesday. How about that? And they're going to go to Bishop Miege. That's going to be a 7 o'clock tip-off. Bishop Miege and Baldwin High School. Bishop Miege, I believe No, it is at Bishop Miege.
I thought the boys played here.
They do not, but it's going to be at Bishop Miege, at least according to Acacia, but, things can change. And at last check, I think Miege was ranked number 48 in the nation, I believe. So
Rick Zeke Rick Zeke does a great job over there.
What a tough poll for the Bulldogs. And we certainly wish them the best, as well as the Braves for the rest of the way. Braves sitting in a pretty good position in their district as well. 62-44, your final score here. Appreciate you joining us on A10 Varsity. That's going to do it for us on behalf of David
Trimble
and David
Smith.
My name is Sean Brewer, and thanks so much for joining us right here on A10Varsity.com.